attack the basket. James catches, puts up the three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome to the Ultimate Super Coach and Fantasy Sports Show. You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Boom shakalaka!
Yes, welcome to the Insight NBA2K show. We're stoked to be here. Big night tonight. We've got the grand final of Season 8 of the ANZPL. I am the brain, and the big horse is here to talk me through all things ANZPL Season 8 final. Mate, are you pumped or what?
A little bit, yeah. How cool is it that we are basically the first media outlet to be able to showcase our best talent in Australia and New Zealand live to the rest of the world? It's pretty fucking cool, hey?
It is awesome. It's awesome. And it's good because we both love our 2K. So it's nice to be able to kind of not only just watch and enjoy what we're going to be seeing, but talk through it and hopefully get this out to the rest of the world and showcase what the ANZPL and the Australian-New Zealand server can do in the 2K world. Because I know a lot of these guys that are playing tonight and have played throughout Season 8 are looking for bigger things, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. I'm really looking forward to this. I actually think this is going to be a lot tighter than what some people are anticipating. A lot of people on social media picking the boys at Ruthless after a slow start to win through, but don't count out Exe. They've been really good this year. They haven't really been challenged at all, even going as far as sweeping NWO, who have been a part of the Grand Final series, I believe, every season for the past 2 years. So we've got two newbies facing off against each other in the granny. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. And you couldn't ask for a better matchup, really, could you? We've got two of the potentially best teams in the competition coming up against each other in a 5-match series as well tonight. So, mate, if it goes to 5, it could be a late one, but I won't be complaining.
Nah, we'll get the stubbies ready. We'll keep everyone entertained and happy days. It's cool that people are starting to filter in through the comments. There's a couple of players that we see in there that are good players in the league that have already tuned in. For example, RK in there, he's really good for the Widow Sports lads. Really nice point guard that I'm expecting big things from next season. So let's hope we can give not just our viewers here in Australia and New Zealand, but the rest of the world, value for money and in giving them the best of what we got.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a few in the comments asking who's going to take it home. We've got D'Lo, JP, JD, we've got Archaean. Thanks for hopping on. We're looking forward to kind of chatting and interacting with everybody in the comments as well. What were your predictions? Because we dropped ours a little bit earlier in the week, didn't we? When we did the wrap up for the conference finals. Who have you got winning it?
Yeah, I'm with the community, and I've picked Ruthless 3-2 tonight. Okay. Obviously, as a commentator, we shouldn't be biased in any way, shape, or form, but this is absolutely going to be a cracker. There's good players on both sides. There's defense has definitely been a big part of this 2K so far, and I think defense might be what wins it tonight, given that both these teams can pop off offensively at any given time.
100%. And we've got Jimmy in the chat saying that they're not newbies when they swept the league player, which is, hey, full credit to them. They absolutely put them to the sword, and they deserve to be there, EXE.
Absolutely. And give it one person above him, Baldino, the anchor who was playing for NWO. Nice to see him in the comments. Very good player in this league for a long time. So welcome, mate.
For sure. And we're going to see a lot of the guys that have been in the league for a long time playing tonight, which is awesome. So, guys, throughout the stream tonight, it's potentially going to be a long one. We'll see how we go. We're starting at 7:45. It could potentially go towards midnight, and we'll see how we go. But we're going to be here for every game. We're going to be talking through every game. We're going to get hopefully some special guests on the show as well. But, we've got a couple of little interviews and things that we talk through with a couple of the players from each team, which is great. We're really looking forward to showcasing them and giving you guys an insight into their thoughts and their processes as they work into this grand final. But tonight we'll stream the whole series with commentary. We've got Ruthless. They finished third in the West, Group A. They finished 15-6. Now, we didn't necessarily think that they would drop 6 games, did we?
No. So with Ruthless, they started off really slow, and we'll hear later with an interview that we've done with one of the premier sharps in the competition that, like, they put it upon themselves. They're aware that they started pretty shit house and that they needed to get it together before the season was too late and gone. So full credit to them after losing, I think it was 5 games in the first 2 weeks to turn it around and now be playing off for a ring. It's a credit to them for getting back together, getting that chemistry going and working out what works well in this 2K rather than the old pick and roll from the last 2K.
Yeah, Ruthless got red hot there at the back end of Season 8. So they've got a bit of momentum coming into this series. And I think one of the things that was mentioned in one of the interviews that we dropped very soon was that EXE haven't really been tested yet. So that'll be very interesting to see how they go. But, EXE, they didn't muck around. They finished first in the East in Group B. They finished 17-2. Only dropped 2 games all season. So, they're in red hot form as well. So we're going to get a cracking matchup.
Absolutely we are. Yep, right with you there.
So we've got an interview for each side. We're going to drop them very soon. We're going to drop our insight into the starting 5 as well for EXE and Ruthless. So we'll talk to you about each player there. And we're going to hopefully get some special guests on throughout the show. So hit us up in the DMs or in the comments if you want to jump on as well. Hey, open slather here tonight. We've got a couple of openings throughout the games if you guys want to jump on and share your insight into the match, or even have a little bit of a chance or a chat, with us in between games as well. We've got plenty of time, plenty of airtime. We've got about 4.5 hours on stream here, so potentially. Hopefully it goes to 5 games. It'd be good to watch. But Big Horse, what do you reckon we should do? You reckon we should drop into these interviews?
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon it's a good chance for the people who are tuning in right now to get a bit of an understanding as to what each side is thinking prior to the grand final matchup tonight. So why don't we go ahead and play Ryland from Exe, the interview that we did with him first.
Let's do it. Yes, guys, we've got a very special insight into the grand final of the ANZPL in Season 8 with a very special guest in the studio with us. We're joined by Exe's anchor, Ryland. Thanks for putting aside the time to chat with us, mate.
No worry, boys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Mate, we've got a few questions for you as we lead into our first game of the series tonight. And I'm sure we've got a lot of ANZPL faithful and some up about how someone prepares for a game like this. So in the ANZPL community, you're one of, if not the best anchor that's getting around. And a lot of people like to know, like myself, what makes you click, so to speak, on defense and what you look for. So, yeah, this is our chance to give the community a bit of an insight as to how you look at going about things. So to start off with, mate, talking about the season, what have been the big challenges for you so far? And what's been the big thing that's changed since 2K23?
I think the biggest challenges for us, is just, to be some of the best teams. I think it's all about chemistry and getting on the same page and stuff like that. And obviously we've played, a couple of us have played together before. I've played with Cheng before. I've played a little bit with Maddie. I've played a little bit with Dollar and Tor. But obviously this is really our first season as a full 5. So I think the biggest challenge for us was, all getting that same chemistry, getting on the same page. But, as we've got deeper and deeper into the season, I think, we've overcome a lot of those challenges. We haven't really been losing many games, but we've still been learning a lot about each other and the team. But yeah, I'd say that's been the biggest challenge, which I think you see that with a lot of teams. That's why you see a lot of teams that are so good and, a lot of teams that should be good. They have all the best players, but they just don't gel like that. So yeah, I'd say that's the biggest challenge.
I love that we're hearing that, the fact that chemistry goes a long way in this game and that you don't need to have the best players. If you've got 5 that just know their role, you communicate on defense and offense, and more often than not, that can beat a team of superstars. We've
also seen some teams that have been considered kind of heavyweights of the tournament. They started relatively slowly this year, and maybe that was a factor. So it's good to get that insight. Ryland, tell me about the finals. How much kind of research do you do on Ruthless or the other team, if it's in the future or in the past? Do you know their strengths? How do you play all that in terms of prep?
Yeah, well, usually you get down, especially, just specifically NWO and Ruthless, which is obviously the 2 biggest teams in the comp that we're going to have to verse. In terms of research, I wouldn't say it's as much research as, watching film. Maybe for some of the other teams, there's a bit of film that goes into it, but I would say more it's just, the server ultimately is at the top. It's relatively small. Like you're playing with these teams a lot, you're versing them a lot, and you're also like playing on the same team a lot of times. So a lot of it, it's not as much research going into it. It's more, you already know so much about them as a player and as a team, whereas it doesn't really come down to research. I say, you know a lot of their tendencies almost. So yeah, I wouldn't say really in terms of research, but it's a lot of knowing the person and the player.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you guys play together so often and you played with a few of these guys before. So it makes sense. I guess, the difference would be in 2K24, a few things have changed. So it would have been just a bit of an adaptation in terms of the way that these guys play. But at the root of it all, they play a very similar game, each 2K, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. The game changes, but the people are still the same. Every person has what they like to do, their go-to moves, this and that. It's pretty much all about adjusting to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, like you said.
Yeah, cool. And dive into a little bit about Ruthless. What do you consider their strengths to be from what we've seen so far in Season 8, and how do you guys plan on combating those?
Their strengths obviously start with Faraj. A lot of people would say, he's the big key to their success. He's probably the best player in the server. A lot of people would regard him as that. So, he's one we've definitely got to lock in and shut down. But then, they've also got players like Dennis and Pet, who are two of the better scoring guards in the server. And then obviously Gideon and Fernandez, one of the best pick and roll defenses in the server as well. But, as we saw when we versed NWO, they've got a lot of people didn't have us as favorites against them as well. But, we locked in and we played to our strengths and ultimately got it done. So that's what we plan to do again.
There's not many teams that would have swept NWO in the past, that's for sure. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's big kudos to you guys, man. Now, tell us about, for yourself, how do you stay locked in? So on average, you get about 3 shots a game, which to some people that would absolutely do their head in because they want to get their teammate grade up or they want the ball in their hands, you know what I mean? As an anchor, you always seem locked in. You always seem to be in a lane and influencing everything on defense. How do you go about doing that?
Yeah, obviously my role in this team is not to score the ball, as you can see with all the shots I'm taking. But, when I get the ball, you've always got to be ready. If you're not shooting those shots, you've got to be ready for when they do come to you because, especially at the corner, it's probably the easiest shots to shoot, especially on this game. So you definitely got to be locked in that whole time. But how I really stay locked in is obviously I said my role isn't offense, it's predominantly defense. So and I think I've got to stay locked in that whole time because a lot of that defense is going to come down to me, being the leader of that defensive unit. And if you're not locked in the whole time, you're not really going to win. So that's just how I stay locked in. You just got to play your role. You just got to know your role and play it as well as you can.
And also on top of that, so last year, not many people would know, or the people at the top of the community would know that you went to the States for a 3v3 tournament. So you've got that exposure of playing in front of a large crowd or large community. And we anticipate, given that the Insight Fantasy Sports podcast team here is televising this grand final series, to pretty much anyone around the world that wants to tune in. Do you think that may be an advantage for you, given that you've played in high-pressure situations before?
It definitely could be seen as an advantage. Obviously, it's not the same, you're sitting behind your screen as compared to, on stage with the LAN with the different, all the people and the different atmosphere and stuff. But it definitely could be an advantage. But obviously, you got to look at Ruthless as well. They've been in positions like this as well. But definitely going over to America and playing on the LAN was, it's a great experience. It's a different experience as well. As I said, the atmosphere and the intensity and the stakes on the line. But I definitely could see it as an advantage, yeah. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, cool.
You mentioned a bit, we talked about locking in on D and your mindset around defense. And we've noticed from tuning in on Twitch streams here and there throughout the season that communication is incredibly important. Who kind of leads the comms for you guys on defense? Is that yourself?
I think it's usually, you see a lot of teams where the anchor is obviously like the main focal point and then the rest listen. But I think Maddie and I have, this dynamic where it's a lot of back and forth between us. Maddie likes to talk a lot. He likes to direct a lot of defense. And, I think a lot of people wouldn't agree with the way he plays and the way he talks. But I mean, he's a great player. And if you can get on the same page with him, which our team has clearly been doing for the rest of this season, that's where, we really start to see the good defensive results. And that's why we're, holding teams to these 30-point, 40-point games with some of the best offensive players in the server. So, yeah, I'd say it's a mix of me and Matt and then, Torby as well and Dollar. Pretty much to communicate on defense and be a good defense, you've got to be it's got to be a strong core of defense. But, yeah, a lot of it starts from me and Matt, which is that's the pick and roll defense right there.
I quite like what Matty does. In a way, it's kind of like with the way he talks, he gets in people's heads and it makes people frustrated. So it can ultimately work as an advantage for you guys too.
Yeah, he does ruffle a lot of feathers here and there, but, we get the job done.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks of the ANZPL.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, but proof's in the pudding. He's been flying this year and a deserved spot in the Grand Final series. So give us your prediction for the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year this year for Season 8.
Obviously, it's a reg season award. So for my depoy, I'd probably go with Gideon. I think Gideon, he's won something every year. To me, he's probably easily, a lot of people would have him as the best lock in the server, which, I mean, it's pretty hard to argue against that. He's been one of the best locks for a few years now, and that's just what he does. He plays gritty defense, just gets the steals, frustrates the point guards, and, they take it away from there. And for MVP, some people might call it a little bit biased, but, I'm going to go with Dollar. I think, Dollar, he's such a focal point of our team. You look at it's hard to keep him quiet on the score sheet. Games he's scoring 20, 30, sometimes even 40 points a game. And, sometimes especially it's a hard shooting 2K, especially for the guards, some guards, you see the guards will finish with 3 points, but you'll win the game. And you'll be like, oh, how'd they win the game? You look at the Sharp, like we've got Dollar, he's scoring 30, 35 points a game on efficient shooting. And he plays, I think he's probably the best defensive Sharp as well. You saw us against NWO. He was keeping the Sharp real quiet, which is real rare to do. And I think, I think he knows pretty well how RP is going to play as well. So I think he's going to do the same thing on Sunday.
Awesome. Good predictions. Love that. Yeah. And we put up let us know how you think the series is going to go, who's going to take out the finals MVP. And a few people said Dollar in the comments on X as well. Mm-hmm. So many people in the same kind of mindset as you, Ryland. But mate, we can't wait to watch. It's going to be good. It's the first one that we've got to commentate as well, which is super exciting for us. So we get to see all of you guys on show, and mate, we wish you all the best. Hopefully all goes well for you, and good luck from all of us at the Insight Fantasy Sports team.
Yeah, I appreciate it, boys. Should be a good one.
Awesome, brother. Good luck.
Thanks for hopping on, mate. All the best.
Thank you.
Good little insight from Ryland there from EXE. What did you take from that, Mick? Because there's plenty to take from it, right?
Yeah, you're right. I think first and foremost, we said it after we finished recording with Ryland, and we've seen it here in the comments, in that he speaks really well. Like there's theory behind what he says, and he comes across like, well, he does. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. We've had a lot of comments during that video coming up. When he speaks, you listen. The guy knows what he's doing. He speaks well. So a credit to Ryland and the way that he goes about it. Hence why we went, I guess, hunting for him to get him on for that interview.
Yeah, one of the better anchors in the competition at the moment. So, it's good to get his thought process, I guess, in leading into the Season 8 Grand Final. So, mate, on the flip side, we couldn't just go to EXE and have a chat with them. We had to go to Ruthless as well, didn't we? So we were lucky enough to chat with RP from Ruthless. So we'll throw that one up now. Yes, guys, we've got a very special insight into the Grand Final of the ANZPL Season 8 with a special guest in the studio with us. We're joined by Ruthless shooting guard RP. Thanks for putting the time aside to join us, mate. We're excited to chat with you.
No worries, keen to be here.
Good lad, mate. We've got a few questions for you as we lead into the first game of the series tonight. And I'm sure we've got a lot of the ANZPL faithful and some up-and-comings wanting to hear about how someone like yourself prepares for a game or a series like this. So to kick us off, mate, talk us through the season. What have been your biggest challenges that you've faced being the Sharp? And what are the biggest things that have changed since 2K23 for you?
Individually, I'd say it was getting used to not dribbling the ball as much, particularly at the start of the year. Last year, everyone was on the 6'1", sort of smaller shooting guards. It was a lot easier to move around. This year, sort of, especially with the way the rips are, so I'd have to adapt your play style, become a bit more of an off-ball Sharp, be able to mix and sort of be a bit more versatile. I feel like my fast breaks have improved a lot. As a team, though, I mean, you guys have spoken about it. At the start of the year, we were in shambles, man. We sort of got to that game against Goons, and we all sort of knew, like, this is do or die. We lose here, we're probably done as a team, and then sort of pulled it out the fire. And then since then, just sort of been on a hot streak and then hoping to continue that tonight.
That's awesome. Yeah, we did speak about it, and it was only because it was so unexpected. You guys are, the what probably called the leaders or one of the top 2 teams in the comp, and everyone probably expected you guys to come out red hot and continue where you left off in 2K23. But it took you a while to get going, so a few of those things you've mentioned there, I'm sure, played a big factor into getting a bit of momentum into the back end of this season.
100%, yeah. But if there's any time to go through that, it's at the start, man.
That's right. Don't want to fade in the end of the back end of the season, do you?
Exactly, and you learn what you need to improve on as a team. And that's one of the, I'm sure you'll get to it, but it's one of the advantages I think we have over Exe is they haven't really gone through that as a team. It's sort of been smooth sailing. Even against NWO, they sort of swept them. They haven't really had to face adversity. We have. So I feel like that's growing us as a unit.
Yeah, that's a good point. We see a lot of elite sporting teams go through dips and lulls every now and again, and they always do it at the right time before they find a hot streak. So sounds like that's the focus for you guys as well. But you just mentioned EXE, and let's have a chat about them. How much have you looked into the way that they play? I'm sure you've played with a number of these guys yourself. You've been in the server for a while. What do you think their strengths are, and how do you think you'll combat those tonight?
Yeah, I have. I know these boys pretty well. I played with Dollar, Corby, and Ryland over multiple seasons with most of them. So their strengths, they're really good defensively. But I think there are weaknesses in the way they do play defense. But they're real good. They sort of keep teams to about 40 points a game, which is a big strength of theirs. We saw Dollar sort of go off against NWO. Sort of his very unique niche style, sort of more of a driving sharp, not more of an on-ball, as you'd see Harry or myself. So it's a very different sort of challenge. But I think we're equipped to handle that.
Yeah, good. Being the number 2 or the sharp, I guess, to Dennis, who is one of the best PGs in the server, you're not always handling the ball. How do you stay ready? So late in the shot clock, finding your shot or calling plays off ball. How do you guys go about that?
That's more of just a chemistry thing. So as you sort of play more, you sort of understand this point in the shot clock, if there's nothing going or he's getting bumped or whatever, you're sort of expecting okay, I need to flare out, I need to do something, I need to make myself available, sort of create an option last couple of seconds. Because without that, if you're just running pick and roll straight 24 seconds, especially this year, man, it's not going to work.
Yeah, we've seen teams get burnt by that, yeah.
That was one of the issues we had sort of start of the season is we're just trying to pick and roll heavy and just it wasn't working out.
I think there's an adjustment period there, though, right? You mentioned obviously having to adjust. The game's changed a lot from 2K23 to 24 this year. So you've obviously caught on pretty quickly. You have to be really kind of self-aware to make those changes early in the season. It could have been very easy, and we've seen some teams just not adjust to the changing gameplay. So you guys have adjusted well. What was the kind of kicker or the big moment for you guys where you go, fuck, something needs to change here?
As I said, we lost to Lost Cause very early on, and we lost to, I think it was Dennis Phoenix's team, Sans Dior. And sort of after that, it's just man, these are teams, you guys said it in your show, last year would have expected to pump these teams, and that was a big wake-up call.
Yeah, cool. But what was the conversation like in terms of what needed to change? Did you guys have any specific plan around this is exactly how we need to fix this up?
There was sort of a couple different opinions. There's a couple different sort of varying game styles. It mostly came down to we just had to hit our shots, man. We started hitting our shots, started getting more accustomed to the game, and then it sort of builds from there. Winning is conducive to chemistry.
Yeah, and when the heat was on, you guys turned it on.
Exactly.
As we said earlier, we were saying that you should have come out of the gate. A couple of the middle of the road teams were beating you, and good teams always find a way to come back from adversity, and you guys have certainly shown that. So in the way that tonight is going to run, how are the nerves? You're used to playing in front of a crowd, you're one of the top tier sharps in the comp. Do you think this could be an advantage for you?
Yeah, I think so, potentially. The nerves, it's always a bit before the game, you're a bit hyped up, maybe a little bit anxious. And as soon as the game hops on, you're just locked in. You're sort of focused. That's the way it's typically been to me. We've sort of seen with some of the EXE boys, there has been a little bit of nerves in previous series. I know they choked a 16-point lead against NWO. I don't know if that's solely on them, but it definitely could be an advantage. Or they could come out locked, who knows. But it's definitely an advantage to have more big-time experience. We've got guys we've got...
For sure, you guys have been there and done it.
Cold, we've got guys will be fine.
Yeah, good. That's, a full credit to you guys. You guys have been on the big stage for a fair bit now, and you've played in a number of these games. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be an awesome matchup. Mate, what are your thoughts on, you're allowed to give us a biased opinion, by the way. Who do you think is going to take out finals MVP? And you can say it yourself if you want to.
I'm going to say Faraj. I'm going to say Faraj because of the way Ryland plays defense, the way he sort of plays that lane. I think it's very susceptible to a big scoring game from a center. I think Dollar is one of the better defensive shooting guards, and I think I am too. So I think we'll probably cancel each other out. We won't be having the massive scores we've seen from each other throughout the year. It could be Dennis if Dennis goes off, but I think the most likely option is Faraj.
I like it because I in the last episode I said 3-1 Ruthless and Faraj finals MVP. So we're on the same page. I'm going to claim that if it gets up. Mick, have you got any other questions before we wrap things up?
No, I don't think so. Just on behalf of us and the broader community, good luck tonight. We're expecting a really tight series between yourselves and Exe. Clearly two of the top 2 or 3 teams in the competition, so justly deserved, especially after the way you started the season to formulate a way to get back on track, come back, and basically win out since then. You're up against adversity. You've overcome that, and deservedly for us, favourites tonight. So from us, all the best tonight, mate.
Cheers. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks to RP. Great little interview with him and a good little kind of insight into the way that he thinks in the lead up. Pretty confident guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Like they're confident in their own craft. And as we said early on, they were in a bit of a shambles in the first couple of weeks, sitting outside of the playoff race and sort of looking for answers to their poor start to the season. But they got it together. They won the overnight tournament there, which was mid-season. And since then they've won out. Unfortunately, they couldn't verse one of the better teams in the conference finals due to a forfeit. So they've won through that way. But I think deservedly they've made their way into the finals here.
Yeah. And like we said in the interview, they've done a great job bringing it back because it could have easily been, that'll do us this season, and we'll regroup or we'll disband or we'll change the roster or whatever, but they fought it back. So well done to them and well deserved, and it's going to be an awesome matchup tonight.
Absolutely it is. And while we're talking about that, it could have been easy to disband, but they have stuck together. But if anyone, we'll send out an SOS. Has anyone heard from Payday J? If anyone's heard from him, ask him to jump in the chat and say g'day. We're worried about him. He was worried about taking on all the PlayStation guys and taking over the world and winning out. And yeah, I think he left halfway through the season. So yeah, if you're out there, Payday, hit us up, mate. Say g'day. We want to know you're okay.
Would love to let's get him on the stream. If he's keen, let's get him on. I'm sure that he'd be more than happy to commentate one of these games. And I'd love to pick his brain. I'd love to get his thought process because I love someone that winds people up. That really fucking, that gets me. Yeah. Because half of this is a mind game. You got to get in other people's heads. And we see it in the NBA and there's a lot of that happening, obviously. Even in the comments right now, we're seeing some real spicy comments coming through. And we love that. I love that kind of stuff. There's a bit of fire in the belly tonight.
Yeah, don't mind that at all. But you know what? When you call someone out, you've got to have the ability to back it up. So we'll just leave that one there. And I've got an idea. How about we've got 2 teams playing tonight? How about we dive into each player and give the community a bit of an insight as to what we're expecting?
I'd love that. And I'd also love to see what people think in the comments about each player as well. We've seen some pretty outspoken people in the comments so far, and we'd be more than happy to kind of give a shout out.
Yeah. While you're out there, I just see Crazy. He's got a question. Which stream are you guys watching? Mate, we're going to be streaming ourselves. So right here, we're going to be commentating. We're going to be the first media outlet to commentate to a ANZPL game ever. So we're here to throw it out to the rest of the world, mate.
I think what he's asking is, are we going to be watching Faraj's stream or Ryland's? I think that's the question.
We'll be on both throughout the night.
Yeah, so we'll rotate. We'll rotate through both, give both of them a bit of a kind of airtime as well. But there won't be, obviously, in the background, there won't be any audio, unfortunately. It's not something that we could make happen on this end, at least this season, until we get a little bit less technologically challenged. But in the future, hopefully, we can sort it out. But, mate, let's. Do you want to start with Exe or Ruthless?
Let's start with Ruthless.
All right. well, first of all, point guard Dennis. Dennis has been a kind of big kind of point guard, hasn't he, in the server since 18, 19? Made his name in stage, from what I'm told. So, to go from a different play style to completely coming in and obviously, dominating in a 5v5 format, it's pretty impressive. Dominated 2K20, I'm told, as well, and has been an absolute elite point guard in the server ever since. So he's actually also going to Manila for the APAC tournament, playing point guard for No Way Out. So well done to Dennis, and congratulations to him for obviously, making the final, but going on to bigger and better things too.
How cool is that we've now got people in Australia and New Zealand who can travel the world and virtually play a video game and get paid for it and have the time of their lives. So, yeah, we're all for it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and that's the whole idea behind this stream, isn't it? We're working hard with JD and Brennan and making sure that we can try and get this out to as many people as possible. And, this is only the first season we've done it. So we're looking forward to ripping into the future seasons and making this bigger and better, and obviously, hopefully improving the stream as we go too. Mate,
Absolutely.
Take us through shooting guard. We had a little bit of a chat with Pet before the show, but take us through him.
Yeah. So Pet used to be a top tier point guard here in our competition and got close to winning, but unfortunately never quite got there. So for him, hopefully tonight's the night that he gets it done. He moved to Sharp in the middle of 2023, so last 2K, and won a ring with Ruthless then. So hopefully can back it up again with Ruthless tonight. But as we heard before, good player, good lad, confident in his team's abilities, but should get the job done, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And look, moving to a different position. I know point guard, shooting guard, kind of similar, right? But very different at the elite level. So changing positions less than a year ago, there's a fair bit of skill involved there and a lot of versatility, I guess. So well done to RP on making the change. Now the lock for Ruthless, Gideon, hate Gid. Mate, this guy's been an elite lock for a long time now, and not just a lock, but on the offensive end, he does his job there too, right? So he's very aggressive, blitzy lock from what I'm told, which is anything aggression, mate. I'm all for. Love that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And he was in the top 4, or made the top 4, I guess, for when we were talking about polls in the top lock and the server. So we're going to get an awesome battle of locks tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be a very defensive-minded game from both sides. But I guess the thing that separates Gids from other locks in the competition is that the man is chicken with his shot. He can flat out shoot the ball.
And you have to if you're only getting 3 or 4 shots up a game, right? Your primary role is defense. So most of the time our locks are sitting corner, and you need to be ready. You need to be able to shoot well if you're going to get the ball. Yep.
100%.
Take us through the anchor for Ruthless, mate.
Yeah, so the anchor is Fernandez, or Fern as he's known by, widely respected as one of the top power forwards in our server. Doesn't always get the accolades and doesn't do much on the stats sheet, much like Ryland, but is a big reason why Ruthless is so good. He's just always in lanes, plays that anchor role really well. Again, might only get 1 or 2 touches a game or shots a game, but when you're talking about such a defensive-orientated game that we've got so far, anchor's near on the most important position on the court when we're talking defense.
Yeah, and we're looking at both anchors in this matchup being Fern and Ryland, and both of these guys aren't big shot creators or anything like that. They play their role, but you look at the box score and you don't necessarily see too much involvement, do you?
No. It speaks more than just
impact.
Stats too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Mate, the centre for Ruthless, Farage, very well known across the communities. If you ask the community, he's probably the top centre. And I think when we did the poll at the start of the season, before Season 8 kicked off, he was ranked the top centre across the community. Pretty close, though. We've got some good bigs in the community at the moment, but he was the top. His bait from corner D is probably the best in the comp.
Elite, yes.
One of the best. We've got some great bigs, but I think you've definitely got to be able to play your own in the corner there if you're going to be a centre, and obviously the anchor is there hedging in the pick and roll. So full credit to him. Should have probably got drafted is the notes that we've got here. And we won't reveal where our notes have come from, but this is from someone who's widely respected across the 2K ANZPL community as well. So Farage is going to play a huge, huge role in this final.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, just furthermore to that, some of these notes are coming from someone who's widely respected on an international level as well. So they're coming from a pretty good source.
For sure. Mate, that's Ruthless. Do you want to take us into EXE, who's leading the charge there?
Yeah, for sure. So Jay Cheng, or Cheng as he's known, he's been around a while and made a final, but has never really, I don't think he's ever won one, to be honest with you. Widely regarded as one of the best dribblers and three-point hunters in the game. So the man can really move. He hasn't done a lot scoring-wise this year, but his assist numbers are up. I think if he can score his 10 or 15 a game and get his 10 assists, that's going to make a difference for Exe tonight. What
was the stat that you were very good at mentioning throughout the season?
Good at mentioning because it was legit. 80% of teams that get 10 or more assists from the point guard or shooting guard go on to win the game.
There you go. So let's keep a close eye on that. Let's see what the facilitation stats look like tonight, because
for sure.
The team game seems to be winning. The ISO ball, as Pat mentioned in his interview, just doesn't work this year. So and it looks like both teams have caught onto that pretty quickly and adjusted their play. So we'll see a lot of ball movement tonight. Bit of Spurs basketball hopefully tonight. That'll be good to watch. Mate, we've got the shooting guard or the sharp. We've got Dollar for EXE. Now, he's obviously got a fantastic recent history in 2K. He's won their NBL Oz 3v3 tournament. He made the final season of 23 final and is on one of two Oz teams going to Manila for the 5v5 for 8-pack as well, which is massive. So he plays a very big role in this team. He's known for his annoying as hell floaters and scoops, I'm told. Now, we'll see if we see that tonight, but we've seen Del throughout the whole season that the middies are king this year. If you can find your midi a lot of the time breaking zones in the process, you're probably going to go on to win.
Absolutely. And one thing that probably separates Dollar from other sharps in the community is that he's elite with defense when it comes to a sharp. So a position that's not often known for its defensive abilities. Like, he did a really good job on Harry in the conference finals, and to me, probably won them the game with his ability to stop him and stop his ISO ball. So that's another tick for them tonight.
For sure. And Up said they'd probably cancel each other out at shooting guard.
Yeah.
So that'd be very interesting to see if one gets kind of the leg up on the other, which way the game swings.
100%. Yeah. So let's go with the lock for Exe, who is probably the most loved bloke in 2K basketball, would you say, in Australia and New Zealand? And that's Matty VII. So Matty, or known as Fief, would you say he's hot-headed?
Never.
Constantly complaining, over-analysing lock. Let's leave it at that. But he has won, only playing with NWO, but he is quite bumpy, and he's actually quite good at playing that lock position. So he did a really good job the other night on delay. But he's known to lose his cool quickly. It'll be interesting to see tonight how he goes about it, because if he's on, he's on. He is a good lock. But if he becomes frustrated, if he starts to lose his cool a little bit, that can often pass on to their teammates. That can cause disharmony within the group. And we've seen that teams with good chemistry and teams that are rolling, with the roll going on, they're the teams that are doing well. So we can see in the comments here, Matty 5 steals first game. There's a little bit of love for Matty. So I think it's a love-hate relationship for Matty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Look, Daly is on the money. He plays his 2K. He knows his stuff. So, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he does have 5 steals. Whether that influences the game, it probably will. Like, I don't know how many people have scored really well on Matty throughout this Season 8. Every single time I look at the scorecard, we've gone into and analysed nearly every single one of them for all of our weekly wrap-up shows. Yeah. Not many people have scored well on him. So it'll be very interesting to see how this goes tonight. But take nothing away from him. The guy's one of the elite locks in the comp.
No, just a couple of comments that I want to bring up. Looks like Brycey and Matty are best mates by what I'm seeing there. And Golden Dunk, Matty paying $250 to disband the team mid-series. I love that.
Good. And DQ to drop 30 on Matty's head from Billy there in the chat. Love this chat. It's harsh, but it's, this is what we're here for. So good to get a little bit of insight from the ANZPL community on the show.
Absolutely. Let's keep rolling because we've got 5 minutes till tip-off, mate.
Love it, mate. We had Ryland on the show, known as a premier anchor for many, many 2Ks. You know, he hasn't really had much success of recent times, but is still regarded as a top-tier power forward or anchor in the competition. He's won multiple rings with Tokyo in previous 2Ks as well. So the guy's name speaks for itself. We don't really need to go too much into Ryland, and he gave us a little bit of an insight into his look into this game, but the guy prepares like a professional.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Really like the way he came across during that interview as well.
For sure. Mate, take us through the big man.
Yeah, so the big man who was just announced as the MVP of the competition in Torby, or Lachlan, as people know him as. He's new to the C role, but adapted very well and quickly, as we can see. Is part of the unknown team that is going to Manila, but actually plays power forward with them, so can play many positions pretty well. Very versatile and a big reason why they've made it to the final. Again, like Farage, he's a very good corner defender. He's got a chicken midi too, like when he pops from that pick and roll or the pick and pop and just finds his range. I'm not sure whether he's got a 3 ball, but at the top of the key, yeah, that jump shot, the midi is chicken.
For sure. Yeah, and we spoke in the last episode about the mid-range probably changing the game a little bit in 24, didn't we? Like, you know, if you've got a big man that can pop to the mid-range and break the zone, you're in a pretty good spot. And I think we see that meta center now being that diming mid-range threat with the 90 pass, and I think it's like an 84, 85 midi or something like that. So it'll be very interesting to see how he affects the game. But yeah, he's had an awesome series and very well-deserved MVP for the season. Now, a few chats flying in, which is great. Mm-hmm. A few MVP votes or finals MVP for Cheng, which is cool. Good. So love that. And hey, if there's a little bit of an upset when it comes to what our predictions are, wouldn't be upset about it.
No, 100%.
Now we've got a couple of minutes until hopefully the stream starts. I'm sure that they won't start right on 8:30, but they're not far off.
Yep. So we've just heard from RP, and we're going to go with Ruthless in the first game. So just a reminder to our viewers at home, in that we're going to have their game chat muted on here, and we're going to be commentating the game. And then we're going to change it up game by game. So we're going to go Ruthless with the first game, and then we'll head over to Exe until we have a champion. So very excited here. And I've actually just got a message in my inbox from Mooti to say good luck to everyone involved and good luck to us. So much appreciated, mate. Thank you.
For sure. And look, I'm sure, he's going to be tuning in if he's flicked us a message. So for everybody playing tonight, it's a great opportunity, I guess, to get into the eyes of the NBL Oz gaming coach for the coming 2K League season. So very exciting and look for future seasons as well. I'm sure he's going to be watching with a lot of interest. So definitely worthwhile playing your best 2K for sure.
100%.
Now, mate, we should take a little bit of a break leading into the first game. Grab a drink. Probably need a piss. Mate, we'll be back very soon, and we'll kick off with the stream.
Yep, absolutely. So for you guys watching at home, just give us a couple of minutes. We'll get everything sorted out, and then we'll be right with you with tip-off, game 1.
And you can enjoy the commentary.
Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Garnett comes out on LeBron. Now they switch, and here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. And then perhaps move it. And so that now has entered the fray. Whoa! Oh!
Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on.
Cousins. Paul had a stand. Look out, Paul!
Never hit anything. Shot clock doesn't reset. Look at Kai Jones. What's this going to be? Wow! Are you kidding me? Hum-diddly-dee!
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook outside for the win. Good! He got it! He got it! It's a 1-point Thunder get this shot off. Iguodala, and here it comes. He got it! The Warriors have won on a game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts
Oh,
on the shot.
yeah! Oh, yeah, PG! Oh,
That
my
is
goodness.
the one. Look at this.
Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown, and the Knicks take the lead. Hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You're shooting at basketball, 4 shooters are really for anyone, so you can kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly!
Now down to 5 seconds. He's got to go to work. Sizing up Anderson. Long 3. The bottom! Kyrie Irving! I cannot believe you've done it again!
Thunder is out of timeouts. Adams gives it back to Russ. Deep shot. Get it! What a perfect ending to a historic day! Golden State clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry looking. Reeves on him. Curry fakes, now drives. Curry gets inside. Scoop layup. It's good.
You got to make sure you put the kids to bed. And Steph Curry says, everybody out of my way, allow me to have this dance. Doesn't settle at the three-point line, get to his spot, and as good as a finisher.
Hard one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
Tonight, Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James! James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Ball against Westbrook. Screen from Jordan. They're not calling anything. They're really letting them play. It's a physical game. Oh, me, oh, my. A monster jam by Blake Griffin.
Good defense. Lead pass. Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that! What are you doing, Dragons? Did you not get the memo? What's this ball? Watch. I want to go higher! Oh, my God.
Play in the third. Kobe. Poking him. Bring it home, Kobe, baby!
Jimmy starts to drive, step back in the air.
Oh, happy step back and kiss myself! Big time plays, big time plays!
And Chris Middleton's been at the scorer's table for a long time.
Curry again from way downtown!
Switch to pick and roll, hand down, man down.
We're back. Some awesome. How good are the best of commentary little audio there? Love that. Really enjoy
awesome,
that.
Isn't it? It
Some good
gets you
little
pumped,
memories.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we're almost ready to go here. Yeah.
Now, Daly's asking when the big horse is returning for the end of year tournament, mate. When are you going to dip your toes back in the water? You know, you played a big role for the Sanctuary last year and or mid-year in 2K23. Yeah. When's the big horse back?
Nah, Daly's a good lad. I appreciate you, mate. Yeah, not sure. I think I'd probably get more a kick out of giving the community the recognition they deserve and putting everyone else on the world stage and, you know, promoting our server because we haven't really had too much of that in the past, have we? People are sort of sleeping on the Australasian servers and a big shout out to Harry, a big shout out to Milo. These guys are back into the 2K League next year. So congratulations, lads. As we go into tip-off, I'd much rather just be here helping you guys out. So appreciate it though, mate.
And we're moving into game one. We've got, one of the biggest matchups of the year here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Let's look to see how each team sets up here. So we know that Dennis and Farage, really good pick and roll team. They look to get that going early on. And for Rexy, we've got Dollar, we've got Jay Cheng up the top, who both use it pretty well. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, just about to kick off. A few guys in the comments. JP, thanks for hopping on. We've got a lot of other chat around how people think people are going to go. Dollar Finals MVP, big shout. I've seen a few of these hopping into the chat at the moment. So I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks before the series starts.
So
but,
before we do start Super Coach Brain, I just want to let everyone know that the champions here win $6,500 and NBA2K VC codes. The runners up here get $400, and we'll go into other awards soon as we've got the tip. Exe win the tip. So we've got
Jay Cheng doing his thing here.
Looking to go inside. No good. So we see early on Jay Cheng looking to get the ball inside a little bit.
Yeah, the fast break's going to be key, I think. You get your fast break sorted. Offensive board here. I think that's going to be the challenge, I think, for these guys. We are going to see some missed shots, aren't we? But the reality is if we can see, Farage, who's great on the offensive boards, if we can see him snag a few here, that might be the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. So we see Farage going inside here.
That little hop.
Yeah, nice. First 2 points of the game to Farage. Not too bad inside. We're used to seeing Farage on a inside center, but I did see that in the pre-game, he's on a diming mid-range threat. So he's adding a mid-range to his game.
Yeah. Very. I mean, look, hey, maybe everybody's kind of caught on at this point, haven't they, that you need to find a mid-range this year. It seems pretty necessary, I think, if you're going to be a solid Pro-Am player.
Absolutely. It just adds a few more strings to the bow, doesn't it? It's almost like here both teams are a little bit sort of not so much hesitant, but a little bit rushed to start off with, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of the pace is massive. Incredibly fast pace here, and everyone looking to score. Matty here caught in the paint there, and there's a timeout, first time out of the game here. But I think this will ease up. This should ease up, shouldn't it? The real fast pace is probably nerves to get things started.
Yeah, I think so. Grand final nerves, the first couple of minutes. You're looking to get off to a good start. We see 4 seconds left in the clock. Looking to go inside. Oh, that was nice from Ryland. Unfortunately missed. Farage already big on the boards with 3 boards in the first minute. Exe are going to have to look to get inside and look to box him out. Otherwise, his influence on the game, they'll take over early. So that's one thing Exe will be aware of right from the start.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were talking about how influential Farage was going to be in this matchup, and whether he can, hit Matty hard enough and get him on some screens here to keep things a little bit quiet. But
sure, nice lane there by Dollar. Again, the sharp getting a lane there, getting a steal. Not a lot of sharps able to do that, so we like that already.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we said at the start of the show, and I think RP also said this, that maybe the sharps would cancel each other out, but I think we've seen in the chat as well. There's a few guys that have said that the sharp that gets one up over the other probably gets the win for their squad.
Oh, nice read again by Dollar. That's another steal. But yeah, spot on, mate.
So we're looking here already, and we can see that we're probably trying to get the ball away from the lock as quick as possible, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's a nice dot there to the corner, and the fade to the midi. Unlucky.
Oh, good. Still Exe yet to get off the board, but again, defense reigns supreme with you, doesn't it? Still only 2-0 with half of the first quarter gone. I have a feeling that it's going to be the first team to settle first is going to be in the box seat to win game one.
Yeah, well, it gives you that little kind of mindset advantage, doesn't it? You're going into a series, a best of 5, and you've got one up on the board already. It's a long way back, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Is it just me, or does Matty look like Ellen DeGeneres running around here on the court?
I don't even want to say it, but yeah, it's out there now. It's all good.
Yeah, it's out there.
His player looks the same every year, though, the short blonde hair and everything, so
100%.
Just going with it,
And as we can see already, defense is reigning supreme. There's been more steals than points in this game already. Dollar with 2. And who was that? It might have even been RP with a steal there as well, so...
The defense has been huge all year, hasn't it? Really, like we've seen games with like 60 points total. So are we going to see that again? And most of the time, I think we can probably guarantee that the team that keeps the other quiet this year, or this series, sorry, is going to probably take the chocolates.
100%. It all, yeah.
Good fast break scoring there.
Yeah.
Get him on the board for Exe.
Yeah, it's almost the way that they've got to look to score at the moment, because as we can see, both units a little bit rushed on offense. Defense is definitely reigning supreme. Matty's doing a good job here on Dennis, and as I say that, he picks up his second foul. 2 fouls in the first quarter. That's not uncommon for Matty, though. He does like getting bumpy. He does like reaching to try and snag a couple of early steals.
Yeah, we said it at the start of the show, and I think others have admitted to that as well, that he's a very aggressive lock, and that can win you a game or lose you a game, really, can't it? So we see here Dennis going to work here, looking for his midi, can't find it, and I think what we've seen so far is we've seen a lot of wraps, haven't we? Matty's doing a good job keeping Dennis quiet, but then you've got RP wrapping. They're trying to get the ISO on the guard there on Dollar, so maybe it could be a battle of the shooting guards, like everybody said.
Yeah, I think so. Defense is reigning supreme. So let's see who settles first here.
Some good D there.
Feel free to drop in the comments, guys, too, if there's any questions you need answering or what you guys can observe from watching at home there, as we get another nice lane steal there. Who was that? Gideon, I think that was in the corner.
Yeah, Alfie in the chat, big defensive teams, big defensive plays, and we've seen it all year. And we've seen, so Farage has changed his game attack before this game, and he's now Ghost Popperson. So I'm assuming that might have something to do with his the change of build, or maybe the move towards a bit of a popper.
Maybe. Or he might be trolling. Yeah, let's see what happens here.
I'd say trolling is probably the accurate take, isn't it?
Yeah.
We love a bit of a troll in the ANZPL.
Don't want to give too much away.
And
an illegal screen, yeah.
That's an illegal screen, unfortunately.
Nath, for you, is this kind of what you expected for the first quarter, 2-4 as we close out the first quarter?
Not necessarily 2-4, but yeah. We knew the defense was going to play such a big part, didn't we? There's no questioning the fact that the best defense wins. It's as simple as that, and that's been all of 2K24 so far. 100%. So we will see here who comes out, and to be honest, whoever gets a little bit of an advantage here at the half, we probably could see winning the game or taking out the game here.
100%. Oh, now this is tough. Ryland's already got 3 fouls. So Ryland with 3, Matty with 2, and we haven't even made the end of the first quarter yet. So we've seen each team hit 1 field goal, and Farage has all of Ruthless points so far. Matty's actually not doing too bad of a job outside of the fouls on Dennis so far.
And we see... we see also Ryland, there's a lot of bait coming from Ryland on the pick and roll as well, so he's playing quite high. So it looks like Farage has got the slip more often than not, but we see a lot of good corner defense as well in this squad, and there's another foul there.
Yeah. All right, 5 seconds to go. What do you pick is going to happen?
Oh, mate, I'm going to say...
We might get a wrap and a cut.
I would assume so.
Lachlan?
There's a little pop there. Yeah.
So there we go. As we saw with that
6-2.
Defense, just reigning supreme here. We have seen some comp games this year though, where we've got teams that are 11-10 at all at halftime, and then the offense really starts to take over.
Yep.
But this is really no surprise. Sorry, mate. Where
no, you're good.
I guess the Nerves game 1, you've got hundreds of people watching in, regardless of whether it's here or via stream or elsewhere, but. Like the eyes of the ANZPL community are on these 2 teams. So,
yep, absolutely. 2 of the better teams in the comp. Farage got position there and takes a nice little close shot in to get them up 8-2. And he's still got all 8 of Ruthless's points to start off. And we knew he was going to play a very big part in this final. I don't know whether I thought he was going to take the first 8 points, though, to be honest.
No, you wouldn't have thought so. But it has been a center-heavy scoring season, hasn't it? And there we go.
It's a great dot from Matty from the corner there.
Another midi there. Nice.
They'll get a bit of confidence from that Exe, I think. You find your first kind of decent jump shot, and we see another foul from Matty that takes him to 3 now. So that's dangerous territory now with 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
It is. You've got your anchor and your lock on 3 each. Got a comment there in the chat. First time watching. Welcome. Why can't I ever sleep? any of these teams from Melbourne, mate. They're from all over Australia and New Zealand. But yes, they are teams that are specifically from Melbourne, but not necessarily the guys here.
And Farage, again, while you were speaking, again, taking another 2 points to his quota of 10 out of the team's 10. Now, the patience from Farage in the paint there is key, isn't it? You know, he was just waiting for the jump and happily put that one away.
That's nice. Nice 3-ball there. Good to get something going there for the guys at Exe. Who was that, Dollar, that hit that?
Yep.
Nice.
And we see here, Matty,
yeah, go.
Full court pressing. That's pretty common in the ANZPL, isn't it? You know, the full court press from tip-off, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully we'll get Mitz into the chat later on, who won the Defensive Player of the Year, and we might be able to get him to talk more to what's going on defensively in this game and how he played that role so well into winning the award.
That's a nice touch there. Again, Farage, little kind of tip onto the corner there. I'm not sure who shot that 3, but it was chicken.
Yeah, it might have been Gid in the corner there.
Yeah, I was going to say it had to have been Gid. Challenge there on the shot. Little bailout pass didn't go the way that they wanted.
Yeah.
And again, bailouts, you know, have they been nerfed this year, Mick? Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon so. Because in the My Player Builder, you have to have a pass accuracy. I think it's 87, as Dennis pulls up for a nice mid-range shot there to take the margin to 8 points, 15-7 their way. You need a pass rating of 87 to be able to get bailout just on bronze, I believe. So I think they have been nerfed, and rightfully so, because I reckon it just gave people a little bit too much of an easy out. But as we can see here, defense reigning supreme. It's definitely brought offense back to the field, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And it's unlucky there. Ruthless get the ball back off an inbound. Game 1, Jimmy. It's just starting the series, mate. Yeah, on your bailout conversation, I think, 87 pass, that's fine, but I think bronze bailout was all you needed last year in 2K23, and now it doesn't seem like bronze bailout is that powerful.
No, you're right. It's not.
It seems a little bit nerfed, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. If you go up for a shot and you want to bail out of that, you've got to take the risks that are associated with that. So that's fine on my level.
100%. As we see some more good D there by Gideon to get another steal. Fast break.
Nice fast break scoring there as well.
No, blocked. That was a nice chase down by Lachlan.
Don't you love? Thanks, Ronnie, as well for this. Wide open layup gets blocked. Wouldn't have been wide open then, would it?
It probably was, but chase down must be on super off.
Have to.
Here we go.
Have to be on platinum.
Any tips to play a lane very efficiently in the key? That's from Daly. I think you've just got to read the point guard, mate. So when you're talking about reading a lane, you've got to try and get yourself in between the point guard and the center at all times, and just be aware or try and keep an eye on, I guess, the animations of what the point guard's going through. So
it's a great shot there from Dollar as well to finish that one off.
I'll leave it to you for a sec there, no?
No, you're all good. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I think, as a center, you play that really well, Mick, as well. So perfect person to ask on that front. See a lot of ball movement here from Ruthless as well. Farage being the center point of that offense there. They're getting the ball around a lot. And we see looking for the midi seems to be pretty common so far. Whew, that is deep.
That's delicious. Yeah.
That is deep. That is very nice.
Who was that? Dollar?
I'm trying to find out.
Yeah. That was really nice.
That is, that is very nice. A nice little dribble pull up there as well. And you can see here Dennis looking for the midi. Got a timeout here for Ruthless as well. Looked like he didn't get the animation he was looking for there in the corner.
For those of you that are looking at how to play the anchor role and tips to play the lanes well, I think you couldn't really pick any better teams than these two teams playing here. So you've got Fernandez and Ryland, who are very good anchors that are very good at doing it.
That's a great shot there from Gid as well.
47 contested green from the corner. Wow.
Gideon's been, and we said at the start, Gideon's been chicken, hasn't he? And he hits his shots, and he definitely doesn't let us down there. And he gets over the screen well as well.
Yep. Chicken dippers.
We love a bit of barbecue chicken.
There's a lot of movement here on offense for Exe, isn't there?
There is. Doesn't quite time that one. Gets the offensive board, though.
Yeah, nice.
And there's another deep three. Unfortunately, doesn't go there.
Yeah,
and we've got the putback. That's huge from Torby.
Absolutely.
Massive.
Doing work inside. 10 seconds to go in the half. Let's see what they come up with. Usually there's a wrap or a cut here.
So we're going to see Dennis looking for a shot here.
Oh, here we go. Bang.
And there it is. Lovely little finish to the half there for Ruthless.
Yeah, as we saw there, they ran the wrap from the corner up to the hash. The defender went with him. Dennis went to the corner all alone for that mid-range. So as we can see here, Ruthless up 23-15. And I reckon pretty accurate to say that Dollar, and not just because it says on the screen, and Farage or Ghost Popperson, however he'd like to be called, the two dominant people here, or two dominant players so far. Dollar with 13 of the team's 15 points so far.
Yeah, and to be fair to EXE, they kept Farage pretty quiet after the first few minutes. I think Farage had all the points for Ruthless there for a while, and he hasn't scored a point in the second quarter. And he's been ripped there. And it looks like they'll finish that one off. Nice little fast break score there. Again, defense proving key.
Yep.
And I think we've seen all season, haven't we, Mick? Like we've seen 5-6 steals per player for these locks in these early season or early games in season 8.
Absolutely. With a nice pull up three. Who was that? That might have been RP there. Pull up. Oh, was it?
No, it would have been RP.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. And looked like he got the crab there, and we've got a rip.
Yep. And this year with blinders being that is a nice lane.
Very nice lane.
Well, that was nice by Fernandez there.
And
with Ryland having to foul. That's 4 fouls for Ryland too now. Pressure's on now to pick his lanes appropriately and not get done reaching.
Daly in the chat here has mentioned something saying with Sharp this season, I feel like if you don't run a fast break or play off the ball, the point guard is going to struggle. It's a pretty good little summation there, I think.
I reckon you're spot on with that. Yep.
So we can see here, Ruthless only having 2 timeouts left. Be very interesting. Farage on the inbound there. Nice little slip through. Everyone went to sleep a little bit on in there in the middle.
Yeah, just let him with that easy cut through the key. Probably weren't expecting it after what we'd been seeing.
No, that's right. Now we've got Gideon with his third now. Yep. So one more and he starts to think twice about, ripping either way.
Yep. Do you think we've seen the teams now settle down a little bit and they're getting more into their gameplay? And what you can see,
they're starting to call some plays a little bit more as well, these guys. It's not just kind of wraps, let's hope someone gets open. Nice little pick and roll there as well.
Yeah, and good finish there too.
Just seen Dennis get to work here looking for his shot. And that's a nice little Jamal Murray behind the back. Wow. That animation is fucking lethal this year. Like,
isn't it?
It's still one of the better behind the back animations this year, and a nice little finish there on a cut.
Yeah, that would have been a clip for sure. Nice move, but unfortunately couldn't finish it. And again, this year, so many people struggling to shoot. So,
and again, Farage on the roll, finishing off. Now we can see what the game plan is. It's like Dennis is looking for his shot, and if he can't find it, more often than not, Farage is getting a nice clean slip at the moment, isn't he? They probably need to tighten up on that there.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's actually playing a little bit conservative given the foul trouble that the anchor and the lock are under at the moment too. So,
yep.
I think you'll start to see if they hold their fouls now for the next couple of minutes, then as Farage pops into a chicken midi. Chicken dippers. They're up 11. This is danger time here for Exe. They sort of need to get a little bit of a run on now. Otherwise, if you see Ruthless get a bit of a run on defense here and then score a couple more times, the game might be out of reach. So let's look for Exe to score here.
Yeah, you're right. Big danger zone at the moment, isn't it? And they've dotted the corner here. Nothing on. Back to Dollar for looking for his midi. Can't find it. Offensive board, though. Just not putting it back, unfortunately. And we've seen a lot of the time this year, we've seen, from an offensive standpoint, the bigs, they seem to have their shot. You seem to be in front of the player, but we're just not getting the animation, or we're seeing that these
Not
are
at
like
all.
20-30% covered this year, aren't they?
Yeah, this has been tough this year. Yeah, as he gets pushed out of bounds.
Because you look open.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Yeah, and my predominant position center. You think that you're open, and then all of a sudden you've got a red contest, and unless you've got a really high inside shot, they're not dropping.
No, don't need to. Even if you're boxed or if you're caught and the player's in front of you in the paint, doesn't really matter this year.
No.
Which is why I don't make a big man, because we've seen ankles being broken there.
Yep.
And it looks like he's thrown that one up trying to get the clip. Unfortunately, not dropping.
Oh, that's good D.
That is very good
coming up
defense.
out of the
32%
corner.
covered there, but the very early
it Ryland?
timing probably doesn't
Yeah.
help.
No, that was good by Ryland there.
Again, showing his stock as one of the elite anchors in the competition. That's good defense there from Gideon as
Really
well.
good D.
Fantastic. Going either way of the screen there. And nice little cover D
Good
from the
D there
corner.
too. Jeez, they're doing a really good job on D here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And we said it before, they communicate incredibly well on defense, don't
They do.
Ruthless?
Matty from the corner, hit this.
And then Matty for an open
Chicken
corner
dippers.
3 does not miss.
They needed it. So down 8, Ruthless, you'd expect to have the last shot here. There's 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
You'd think that they might take their time on this one, I think.
Yeah, you'd think so.
We see here Dennis getting to work, looking for his midi. Matty's baiting him a little bit to go back to middle.
They probably left it too late here.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Nice
No,
little offensive board, but probably left it a bit too late.
Yeah. So Exe with the ball, down 8 in the last quarter. They're really going to have to get something going on offense here to take game 1.
Again, it's not necessarily rare, is it, to see a team come back from 8 down this year? Because defense has been so dominant.
Ryland again. Oh, a
Great shot from
66% red contest green. Wow. There is absolutely nothing you can do about that, ladies and gentlemen. That is the
good
shot
defense,
of the night so
good shooting.
far. Yeah. Wow.
Gideon's doing a great job getting around the screen here, isn't he? And that's a nice dot to the corner. Matty again, 2 from 2 from the corner. Brings it back to 8 again. Just need a couple of stops here, Exe, and they're right in this one.
Yeah.
Very bumpy as we said at the start of the show here. Nice little midi there from Dennis.
Yeah.
Who's your standout so far, mate? Alfie's mentioned in the chat. Who do you think's standing out so far? For me, Faraj, pretty obvious one, but he's played such a pivotal role for Ruthless so far.
Yeah, I agree. I think the defense of Fernandez and Gideon in that pick and roll has been really good, not allowing Exe to get too much going so far. As we see, Matty greening an open 3 to bring it back to 7. Now we're starting to get it, boys.
Matty's turning up too.
3.5 minutes. Yeah, absolutely is.
He's
No
got
doubt
that.
we'll hear about that later.
He's got that green machine going, that's for sure. And now he's got a little bump. Luckily timed out right at the last minute there. Otherwise, we'd see another turnover due to the Matty defense.
Yeah, I think you're right. For Exe, though, Ryland has been doing a good job on defense as well. They just need to get something going on offense and get some continual scores, all while getting stops. So this next minute is probably make or break at the moment. They need to get some stops.
Nice little Trae Young escape move there, which seems to be the meta, that seems to be the go-to escape move this year, as it has been in many years, the old Trae Young escape.
Yeah.
Good rotation defense here as well. We see them reset here to the top. Cheng here with the ball.
Oh, wow.
And that's incredibly good. That is outstanding.
Read that really well. And Exe brought it back to 4, 37-33 with under 3 minutes left. Unfortunately for Ruthless, no more timeouts. So they're going to need to be really careful with how they play this one out now.
We see Cheng here has been kept scoreless, but Dollar's got 20. So we're talking again about how influential these shooting guards can be, and we've seen the crab here, and it's green. Love that from Dennis. It's very nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Very hard to stop that once you get that crab animation, especially with no doubt Hoff blinders going on. So, yeah, it's good night, isn't it?
Cheng's done a pretty good job here, I must say. Like, it's very easy to kind of start to question yourself or start to doubt yourself when you haven't scored. You're not on the scoreboard yet, but he's done a good job to get his teammates involved here.
He has. Oh, wow.
We see Torby here resetting from the top, has to shoot it. No luck, unfortunately.
We said before the show that Farage's corner defense is one of the best of the competition, and he showed it there by not biting too early, holding his position, which
Matty with
caused
his
that
fourth foul as
contested
well.
shot. Yeah. Exe need to stop here.
So that was probably a little bit of a luxury reach with 2:09 on the clock. I'd say we won't see too much of that anymore. They've got one foul in the final 2 minutes. Nice little dot from the corner. Unfortunately, doesn't go down. Fast break scoring again being relevant.
Wow.
And they can't get the job done there.
Yeah, Gid missing that three. He'll be kicking himself normally. As we know, very chicken from the corner there.
And we've got, Dollar's got 20 points, but don't discount the fact he's got 3 steals as well. He's having an incredibly good game at the moment.
He is.
And a lot of people said, Dollar MVP, finals MVP. I don't hate it.
Yep. Oh, bad luck there. All right, we're back. Probably look for Ruthless here to just slow the game down a little bit. Have the game on their
As we see,
terms.
Dennis is doing exactly that.
Yeah. Just run the clock down as Ghost Popperson tries a 3, probably mid-shot clock. Is it a bad shot? Probably not. He'd probably expect himself to make that. So
Definitely.
let's see Lachlan for a pop here, I reckon. No. Nice
No, that's a nice
take.
little scoop layup too. Very
So,
nice.
Down to 4, minute 13 left. This is nice and exciting for our first game, Nath.
Absolutely. There's plenty in this one. A minute to go, 4 points in it, one stop.
And Matty's done a really good job there getting...
And it looks like the Ruthless get the ball back and can reset the clock.
Wowee. That's tough. 7 left.
Very
on the
well
shot.
done by RP there as well to keep the ball in.
Yeah.
And we see the nice little pick and roll there.
Oh, foul on the 3-point shot.
That hurts.
Wow, that does hurt.
That does hurt. If he makes these 3, it could be enough.
It's going to be, it might be good night.
That takes him to 6 lead for Ruthless. These missed to ice it.
Oof.
So the game's still on here. We've still got plenty to play for here for EXE.
Yep. Are you looking for a 3 here?
You probably have to, don't you? There's a nice little touch there. They've still got the ball, though. Can Dollar get the job done in the mid-range with a floater? Not quite. Offensive board. Oh, incredible defense there from Farage.
Yep. And I think you'll find that's game. 6 points up. The shot clock.
Probably run the clock down here. Yep.
Yep. So as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, Matty trying for another steal will probably foul out. As we see there, we've called it. With the way the game is at the moment, if you quit out, then it's unfortunately a 30-minute ban, which kind of sucks with how it's been in the past, but it is what it is, and that's what Ronnie wants. So as we count down in game 1, we see that final score 35-43, the way of Ruthless. I'll be very happy with that.
They'll be stoked. I think they would have probably been a little bit nervous leading into the start of this one because realistically, they were put under the pump pretty early on.
Yeah, gotcha.
And we see here player of the game. Thanks to Ronnie 2K for letting us know who the player of the game is. We got Farage, which kind of expected, I guess it. When you're looking at the stat line and the amount of involvement he had, especially in that first quarter, he played a really big role.
Absolutely, he did. So what we might do is we might take a quick 5-minute break, Nath.
Sounds good to me, mate.
And while the teams reassess, regroup, and we'll come right back to you.
We'll be back soon.
Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Garnett comes out on LeBron. Now they switch, and here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. And then perhaps move it. And so that now has entered the fray. West!
Oh,
Oh,
hey!
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on.
Cousins. Full head of steam. Look out, ball! That feels good like that. You know, like NBA basketball.
Never hit anything. Shot clock doesn't reset. Look at Kai Jones. What's this going to be? Wow! Are you kidding me? Hum diddly dee!
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook outside for the lead. Good! He got it! He got it! It's a one-point Thunder lead! Warriors to get this shot off. Iguodala, and here it comes. He got it! The Warriors have won on a game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala!
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
got?
puts
Oh,
on
yeah! Oh, yeah! PG! Oh,
That
my
is
goodness.
the one. Look at this.
Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown, and the Knicks take the lead. Hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You're shooting at basketball. 4 shooters are really for anyone. So you kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly!
Now down to 5 seconds. He's got to go to work. Sizing up Anderson. Long three. The bottom! Kyrie Irving! I cannot believe you've done it again!
Thunder is out of timeouts. Adams gives it back to Rush. Deep shot. Get it! What a perfect ending to a historic day!
Golden State clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry looking. Reeves on him.
Curry fakes, now drives. Curry gets inside. Scoop layup. It's good.
You got to make sure you put the kids to bed. And Steph Curry says, everybody out of my way. Allow me to have this dance. Doesn't settle at the three-point line. Gets to his spot and as good as a finisher.
Hard one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
Tonight, Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James!
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Ball against Westbrook. Screen from Jordan. They're not calling anything. They're really letting them play. It's a physical game. Oh, me, oh, my. A monster jam by Blake Griffin.
Good defense. Lead pass. Roll.
And we're back for game 2. These guys don't muck around, which is fantastic. Really good back-to-back games here with minimal rests, Mick. Good to see.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Straight into it. Give the crowd what they want. And for those that were experiencing the lag before, we are trying to fix up our connectivity issues on this end. We apologise.
Yeah, I think the issue is we're double streaming, so we're going to have to deal with it and try and improve it next time, but we'll do our best.
Yep.
A little bit skippy, but I think we can deal with it. And we see here, Ruthless get the tip. Dennis with the ball here. Doesn't find his midi. It looked like he's looking for his midi more often than not. Nice little steal there. And a finish.
And Exe on the board, nice and early. Nice work.
Yeah, it took him a couple of minutes, didn't it, in game 1 to get on the board, and now they're in the mix in 20 seconds. So good to see from them. We see a little wrap here.
I'll let you keep going with that, brother.
You're all good. Let us know how you think this is going to end up. We've got 1-0, obviously, for the series for Ruthless. They take game one relatively convincingly, but it ended up being a lot closer than I think we probably thought it would be. So how do you see this one playing out, guys? Got Torby here with the ball at the top, looking for something to happen here. Gets the ball back to Cheng. Nice little screen there, pick and roll, back. Dollar again looking for his shot, and it looks like they're relying pretty heavily on Dollar to get his work done there. Cheng here. Dollar with the ball, and he has to throw one up. Unfortunate, with the shot clock counting down very quickly there. And a nice little fast break foul there to stop from Ryland. Again, a very fast pace. If you're with us, Mick, on the stream.
Yeah, it is at the moment, isn't it? For those of you at home, I'm just trying to fix up our connectivity issues. So hopefully we'll be there in a minute.
You're all good. We'll get it there eventually. We'll be able to improve it for the next season if we can get it there. Nice little standing dunk there. Precision dunker, must be on at least gold there for Farage. We've seen that a number of times in game one and again in game two. Might be having connectivity issues here, guys. Just bear with us for now. Dennis bringing the ball up again. Really fast pace getting out of the backcourt for Dennis as well. Matty's doing an incredibly good job staying in front of him at the moment. Got the early jump on him. Farage finishes.
4-all. Good start.
Mate, I feel like this should be bloody 20-all with the amount of action we've had in the first couple of minutes. This has been huge. Both teams are playing with a really fast pace here at the moment. Cheng from the top, probably open there if he wanted to take his own shot, but he trusted Matty from the corner and Matty drops it. That is green. And again, Matty continues his form from last game, barely missing. Farage with the ball at the top of the key.
Yeah, much better start here.
Little reaching foul. Matty gets his first. I was very surprised he didn't have a foul in the first 3 minutes there, so he's leveled that up.
Yeah. Much better start here by X, isn't it? They seem a little bit more calmer, a little bit more composed this game.
And I think we've, it's been very obvious, and that's a lovely green from the top there. No one wanted to close out there. It's been made very obvious, I think, from the start that you have to adjust your gameplay and you have to be really on top of making sure that you're making changes mid-game and mid-series.
100%.
Nice little bump steal there. Good positioning.
Oh, good chase down block
and
too.
Good contest. That's lovely defense there.
Yeah.
Cheng here with the ball on the hash.
Good
nice
take.
Little pick and roll there. Nice finish. (9-7) to EXE. Can they hold this lead? Do you reckon they can level this up, Mick? Because I reckon they're every chance.
Yep, they're every chance to do this. Yep, nice lane there by Matty.
Great lane there from Matty. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
and
nice.
The corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Matty doing a couple of good things here early. Yeah.
Very influential in this series so far, hasn't he?
He has been, yes.
Good help from the corner there.
Oh.
Matty there. Nice caught on ball. That's a lovely chase down block.
And on a green again. That's the second one we've seen tonight.
And a nice little flow to take there.
I'll tell you what, they've started well,
14-7.
14-7. They weren't even 14 at halftime when we were in our game one. So they've started a lot better than game one. I think they've calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say they probably understand the game plan a little bit more as well, don't they? Like, it takes a while to settle in. So Gideon with the ball here, trying to get the ball back to MP. And he looks for his midi again and greens it. Perfect. EXE still with the lead, though. They've got 5 points up here at the moment. We see Cheng here with his sharp take as well, which is very handy to have, and a lovely
dish.
little green there from Dollar.
Nice.
Very good shooting.
Yeah. Good start by these guys.
And good defense to close out the quarter. 17-9, mate. That is a very big first quarter. That's pretty tough to come back from mentally.
Yeah, it is. It is. We saw last game once Ruthless got up by 6-8. Exe found it too hard to come back from as he goes behind the back and nails a nice deep three.
Dollar again.
Limitless popping up. That's awesome. Really nice offense there. They've definitely found their groove in game 2. Yeah.
Just got the crab there for a minute there, Dennis, but Matty recovered really well.
Ruthless now just needing to just be a little bit more composed.
Missing the midi there. He'd probably want to hit those, wouldn't he, Dennis? I think he'd probably back himself to hit those little fading middies.
Definitely think so, yeah.
Dennis with the ball here on the right hash. We see a quick slip, I think. Good little positioning there. Gideon missing from the left corner. RP doesn't, though.
Nah, he's chicken.
Does not miss.
Back to 8.
Sharps are playing a big role here, aren't they? The point guards are relatively quiet so far in this series.
Yeah, they are.
It's a great defense as well there.
Fernandez, yep. Yeah, good.
You were saying he doesn't get the accolades that most would want to give out, does he? But he does a fantastic job as the
good job. And Ruthless have just gone bang bang from behind the arc, 2 threes in a row, brought it back to 5 points. Exactly what they needed. And
there's a charging foul on
Cheng.
Cheng.
It's a charge. So we could definitely feel the momentum changing here. Exe out to a really nice start, but Ruthless just getting their nuts and bolts together. A couple of threes, a couple of stops on D now. They get a score here, and you feel the momentums with these guys.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It only takes a couple of shots, doesn't it? And the game completely changes. Matty doing a good job here again to stay in front of Dennis, but we see the pop here from Faraj. Misses.
Yeah, Faraj struggling from outside tonight. He's missed every 3 he's taken.
Might be. We might start to see him adjust his pop a little bit to, and we've seen there a drive. He probably could have taken that one. Nice little midi fade there.
Yeah, brings it back to 3 points.
Mate, this is great back and forth.
Yeah, isn't it? How's the locks this year? They're all really chunky boys, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the meta this year for the lock is, strength max or pretty close to it. So you can get that immovable enforcer to gold at least. I think some people are even wanting it at Hoff. And look, I've only made one lock build. I'm not a lock predominantly. I don't play on it too much, but you can definitely tell there's a few badges this year that would really favor those lockdown builds.
100%. And a lot of people, for those of you watching in the chat, they're starting to make their lock builds at power forward and center. So you get that 95 strength, the Hoff immovable enforcer, and then to couple that with gold clamps, it's really hard to get, anything going as a point guard when you got someone that thick being that bumpy on you.
How do you go with the speed of power forward, essentially being a lock?
It's tough because you need to anticipate what the point guard's going to do, as we see a nice steal there by Jay Cheng. But yeah, you need to be prepared for wherever the point guard's going, as we see a nice open 3 there by Jay Cheng. Dollar set that one up really well. So we see the point guard, shooting guard combination of Exe working well, both on the defensive and offensive side of the court.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing the shooting guard playing a more predominant ball handling role, aren't we, in this one? They're trying to get the lockdown off the ball. Gideon and Matty doing a fantastic job to keep the point guards quiet in this series so far. Let's see if we see a little bit of a swing there because, Cheng and Dennis are both fantastic point guards. They're surely going to get themselves into the game at some point.
As we see a nice fading 3, 14% covered from deep by Dennis. Back to 3 points the difference. Minute 43. We say that the premiership quarter is the third quarter, and that's when, teams make or miss or make their move. But I feel after the comeback that Ruthless have made, they've got to stay within 3 here.
Yeah.
As I say that,
they've extended their lead to 6. Yeah.
Another 3. Yeah.
Dollar is putting his hand up at the moment, isn't he, for that finals MVP? And a lot of the guys in the chat originally were backing him in, and for good reason.
Absolutely. As we see, some people would say a bad foul, still a minute 17 left, and sending Dennis to the line for 2.
Not ideal, is it, when you're getting in the bonus this early on?
No. And you're shooting slightly early, slightly late, and it's 98%.
So let's see what they do here. You've got Cheng bringing the ball up. He's getting the ball off pretty early and playing off the ball a lot. And they're getting the ball straight to Torby at the top of the key. Nice little slip there, straight through. Yeah. So it looks like they might even use Torby here a little bit at the top of the key to do a bit more of the playmaking here. Get off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, he's chicken. That mid-range game that he has is nice.
And we said at the start of the show that there's a very good take. What do we got here? What was that? Do we see a contest on that?
It was open.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which, on my screen, and no doubt for those of you at home, there was an arm that went
definitely
through
wasn't
that.
open on my screen.
No,
that's for sure.
No.
Ronnie 2K doing his best. Nice little floater there.
A floater. Yep, 6 points of difference, 27 seconds left. Do you reckon they go the old last shot here?
Oh, the pace has been so quick. I feel like you're just in a rhythm, aren't you? Like, look, Dennis looks like he's 3-hunting. He's finding his shot. And, it looks like they're resetting now. They'll probably take the last shot.
Yep.
Again, if you slow the nice little midi pop there.
5 seconds left.
If you slow the game down, I guess, like we're going against the pace of play.
Matty. Oh. And wow.
And they finished that one off with 0.6 left on the clock.
Very nice.
That is huge. And we're seeing here a couple of steals for Gid, 1 for Matty, only 2 fouls for Matty, and no fouls for Gid so far. So we probably see maybe Gid get a little bit more aggressive in the second half, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. And as you brought up during the second quarter, Dollar was 17 there, definitely the focal point, with the rest of his teammates only taking 6 shots for the half.
Very clear game plan for the boys here.
Get it to Dollar and get the fuck out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nice little wrap.
Yeah,
Pop
contested.
middle and no luck, unfortunately. Good defense, though. Good little fast break finish there.
Yeah.
So that keeps him in at Ruthless.
Yeah, it's a nice way to get some easy points, isn't it?
Fast breaks is so dominant every 2K, mate. If you can get that stuff right, you're sorted. A little bit deep on the pop there.
Yeah.
You can tell he's looking for the pop, though, isn't he? There we go again. And nice little stop. Can't finish, unfortunately, for Torby.
And that's the second time. And 1 for Gideon. Jay Cheng with the foul to bring this within 1. Ruthless just going the old bang-bang style. Boards, throw it out. L1R1, the old L1R1. And it's worked for them 2 times in a row.
Congratulations. You have reached your destination. Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Absolutely.
It's a bit going on. Bit going on for the big men in this series so far. A bit of barbecue chicken alert happening. I might have to play the horse a little bit later, but that's a very special sound drop that we only keep for the biggest of horses.
Absolutely. Shout out to Oi Horsey. Love your work, mate. One of the better centers in the competition too, might I add. As Torby gets a nice roll there. Yeah.
Very nice pick and roll. Torby's starting to find his own there, I think, in that little pick and roll combo. And good defense there.
Yeah.
Good defense to get back in time as well as a big man.
Yeah, for sure.
But 7-7-3 for Farage, 9-2. So only 4 boards for EXE at the moment.
Don't need to get boards if you're getting chicken.
You do not.
No.
Again, we're seeing the ball at the top of the key by the center. Dennis looking for it. Farage pops his take at the last minute. Can't finish.
Yeah.
Cheng here going to work. Gets it off to his shooting guard again. So Dollar very heavily involved in the thick of it at the moment.
Isn't he?
What I would love to see is Cheng find his shot here. And there it is. That's a really nice little play there, looking for that mid-range. Just getting off, we haven't seen Cheng looking for his shot too much this series. I'd love to see a little bit more from him in that regard. I think that then starts to put everybody on notice from Ruthless.
Yeah, you're right.
Matty again doing a good job on ball here. Up.
Ooh.
P.
He had that first up.
Bit of a pump fake there. He probably could have had that one the first one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's probably just, it was him that pump faked it, but, that defense that Exe are playing made him think twice about it.
That's right. And I think when it's not just a pump fake off one play, and that's a lovely little wrap middle, unfortunately can't finish it.
Yeah, really nice Dex. Yeah. And was open too. I feel like Exe need to get a little bit of a run on. Not Exe, Ruthless need to get a little bit of a run on here.
Yeah, you'd be starting to be a little bit concerned. I mean, it's 36-33 here, 2.5 left in the third. You'd be getting a bit concerned, would you, if you're staying behind for so long? You've got to do a lot of work here in the fourth. Not that it's out of Ruthless's capabilities by any means.
No.
And again, the pick and roll. The pick and roll has been so dominant, hasn't it, between Cheng and Torby?
Yeah,
absolutely
really nice.
Tearing him up through the middle there.
If anything, I'd probably just like Jay Cheng to look for his own shot a little bit more here.
Yeah, agreed. Again, trying to get around the screen. Got Crab for a second, but Matty does such a good job getting back in front of him. Pick dodger on Hoff, I'm sure.
Oh, wow.
And we got
Theta from the big.
Oh, doesn't fall. Again, another rebound. Cheng bringing the ball back up. Let's see how they reset here in this play. And it looks like they're going to take their time. They're going to reset with Torby at the top of the key. Yeah, they're looking for that. They're looking for the pinch. So it doesn't look like RP is going to give them that pinch.
Wow,
but a nice little standing dunk.
Yeah.
Precision dunker. Has to be Gold or Hoff there. What a series.
Yeah, really nice series so far. I feel like Ruthless have to score here. Yeah, Farage is just, he's not getting it going. They're almost just leaving him open now and daring him to shoot, even though he had take with that shot.
Yep. And again, good tactics from EXE. And a nice little steal there from...
Steal Kid. Yep.
Huge. And another steal back.
Ryland.
Fast break scoring. That'll do.
Wow, 9 points of difference.
Exit to 9. That is massive. 46 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Yeah, big 46.
Can Ruthless bring this one back?
Yeah, you almost feel like they need to get it within 5 to be half a chance here. As Ryland picks up his fourth.
That's the danger period, isn't it? I mean, they use their foul. They can use that, but they're in the bonus now, so 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And I feel like Ruthless are a kind of team that'll make you pay for getting in the bonus late.
Oh,
and a lovely shot there for Dennis.
Nice. Yeah, that brings it to 6. Ruthless need to stop here.
We'll see how this plays out because what have we got? 4 seconds separating the shot clock.
Wow. That's a nice one too. That's impressive. That's chemistry right there.
Yeah. You see them drop straight into the paint there looking for the cut. And again, another... There's a 1-2 there. So we've gone 1-2 into 1-2. Let's see if we see a third in a row. Cheng with his sharp take. Gideon will be very aware of that. And a contested layup. No luck. End of the third. 6-point lead for EXE. How do we see this one finishing up, mate?
Yeah, Exe definitely in the box seat here.
On a reach across. And again from...
body reach. Dollar. Yeah.
Fantastic. And a reset
Do you expect
here
to
again.
See? Yeah.
Oh, and a
Gideon.
rip.
And back in.
Kid again playing a big role here in this fourth quarter. And
Fernandez.
That is 3 from the corner.
Could have taken that dunk, chose to give it or do the extra, take the extra point. It is now only 3 points with just a tick over 4 minutes left.
3s are better than 2s. And we've seen here in this game so far, Ryland has not taken a shot. And again, we reiterate the fact that he said that his role in this team is very heavy defense. And he's doing a fantastic job so far. Torby again with the ball at the top of the key.
Oh, nice.
And we see a pop
defense
here.
by Gideon.
Can't time it. Very early timing there.
Ooh.
Now, talk to me about this whole pure green window, Mick. So
I
you're telling
can't shoot a
me,
green.
yeah, please, mate. I've seen you chicken. So you're telling me that regardless of how contested you are, if you time it right, you can green it.
Pretty much.
Oh, and he's broken his ankles here as well, Dennis. He's getting to work. Caught in the key.
Oh, here we
RP
go.
for the 3, and it doesn't go.
That would have locked it up.
We're going to have to work out how to get some game sounds on this stream for future,
Yeah, I think so.
For anybody who knows or is a good tech person and knows what they're doing, hit us up. Get us into the chat.
Yeah, please do. We want to try and fix our streams. We know it's a little bit laggy at the moment, so we are working behind the scenes to try and fix this.
Fading 3 doesn't go there for Dollar. Ball back in Dennis's hands. 3.5 or 3 minutes 15 to go. 3 down. Pick and roll to Farage. Farage finishes in
1
the paint.
down. Wow. This is a grandstand finish we've got coming up. 3 minutes to go.
This
1
is
point
massive.
of difference. It's huge.
Got a bit of sponsors going on the right-hand side here of the screen. What's going on here?
Oh, well, while we're talking about sponsors, big shout out to the Standard Squeeze. Thank you for helping us out.
Absolutely.
And the Standard Squeeze sending out packs to the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and also Finals MVP as well tonight.
That's right. Thanks to the Standard Squeeze for their support. You can go to Insight 15 and you can use you can get 15% off by using the code Insight 15. And they've got some awesome stuff, mate. I've got my beer. I actually haven't barely touched my beer here for the whole stream, and it's still ice cold, thanks to my 4-in-1.
I tell you what, that was very lucky that the loose ball back to Ruthless. They get a driving dunk, 1 point, 2 minutes 15 left in the game. Wow. This is what we come to expect, though. These two teams are up there with the best of them as Dollar goes bang.
Someone cool this bloke off. Throw some ice over the top of the bloke. He is fire.
Wowee.
Dollar is absolutely cooking right now.
Oh, that's huge.
And we see Dennis get himself open there, but he already committed to the pass. So we see the reset back up to Farage at the top. Ball in MP's hands. Looking for his midi. Well defended again. Still another offensive rebound, though, for Farage.
They're looking to get the ball in the hands of the Sharp here. He's got sharp take.
And he's got position and he'll take it. Yeah. So, and again, that's example of, pushing basically the center out of bounds, aren't you? Like, how many times have you as a big man been pushed kind of under the basket and you got basically no contest?
100%. Oh, Dennis goes the blitz there. Didn't work. That's their foul. Every foul from here on in, they're shooting free throws.
Plenty happening. Again, we reset at the top. We're seeing this a lot.
We see here Farage. He's anticipating, I reckon, the drop by Lachlan here. Be careful of Matty in the corner. And as
is the pick and roll on here? If he's playing the pop, and we see that very well contested little block there.
Yep.
EXE get the ball back.
1.8 seconds left on the clock. How are we going to go about this? They leave Lachlan open. He's chicken. Bang.
Yeah, he's not missing that. Torby from mid-range. What are we saying here? A minute to go. 48-52. They need to probably at least score. We see a wrap middle. We see a pop middle here from RP. Dennis back off the ball here.
Oh wow, that's a big
good
steal.
defense. They're probably going to reset and hold the ball here.
They will. Yeah.
If they can score here, it's probably game over.
Yeah, I don't think they need to foul just yet.
And we see a timeout from EXE. 22 points again from Dollar, 9 from 18 shooting, 4 from 8 from 3 as well has been huge. Cheng's hit his 2 shots and his 4 shots total. He's 100% from the field. So the guards here are doing the work for EXE.
Yeah. 8 seconds left in the clock. What are we going to see? We're going to see Jay Cheng chuck something up.
And that is incredibly good lane defense there. You look for the 3, I would assume, and he takes it. He finishes in the paint.
Needs a foul. They'll see how this lane still first.
Plays out. They're going to try and, they've definitely got the full court press on here, but are they going to intentionally foul or try and get a rip? Still going here. Yeah, there we go.
No, that's shots.
Ryland to the line.
No, Lachlan.
Lachlan, sorry. Yep, so if he nails this one, we can pretty much assume that it's game over, can't we?
Yeah, we've still got
Pretty
time
close.
Left,
19 seconds here. They've got two timeouts for EXE, 3 for Ruthless. 2 now.
Yeah. I think if they get a quick score here, nothing's out of the question.
There we go. JP in the chat. Dollar is the GOAT. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't argue with you at the moment.
We're probably looking here for a quick wrap or a quick wrap and cut, I reckon.
And a foul. Bit of a reach in there. But they had the foul to give.
Yep, they did.
How do they play this one? As a big man, how are you playing this? Are you looking for the pop or are you trying to get the easy kind of slip? Because the obvious play would be to look for the 3, wouldn't it? And they've hit it.
Wow. 1
Dennis
point
on the
difference, 9.5 seconds left. See a quick foul here. Oh, they tried the blitz too. Wow.
Hey, we're still on here.
We
are within a shot. Regardless of the outcome here, we're within a shot.
I'm backing Jay Cheng to hit both of these. And then we're going to see a 3 attempt at the other end. Timeout. Ball will be advanced.
Whew.
Yeah.
What a series. Loving this.
I wouldn't mind betting. If I had to put me nuts on the line here, Braino, I'm going to say Farage has been pretty ordinary from deep the first 2 games. They're probably going to sit off him a little bit. Look for him to shoot the ball.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's what I'm thinking. The bloke's shot a million threes. You don't just start shooting badly in one game. You know, you're going to find your shot, and it could be this one because they're going to leave him open, I think, at the top of the key.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Is that the play you'd look for? Pick and pop?
Yep. Yep. Oh, here we go.
They've gone dot in the corner. Good defense there. And they're looking for that 3 again.
Oh, no.
And again, the offensive board doesn't drop.
Bang. So
EXE.
now Exe
Huge.
1-all. There it is. Beautiful thing.
56-53. They wrap this one up. Right at the end there, nice little late charge from Ruthless, 14-11 in the fourth quarter, but they just hold on to win by 3 points, and Dollar leading the way with 22-4 with 2 steals. 50% from the field, 50% from 3. We see their RP as well, very heavily involved, and Dennis, 37 points combined with them. The rest of the team just not going with them. Farage, 1 from 4 from 3. Probably not ideal for his standards as well. So we see both anchors playing very heavy defense here, don't we? No shots on the board.
No, that's right. It's all defense by these guys.
Well done. Well done to EXE. We come to game 3. We come 1-all as well, which is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to game 3. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, it is. We'll roll to a quick break.
Let's do it.
Get ourselves sorted, and we'll be back for game 3. Hopefully the stream will be better.
Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Garnett comes out on LeBron. Now they switch, and here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. And then perhaps move it. And so that now has entered the fray. West! Oh! Oh!
Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on.
Cousins. Full head of steam. Look out, ball! That feels good like that. You know, like NBA basketball.
Never hit anything. Shot clock doesn't reset. Look at Kai Jones. What's this going to be? Wow! Are you kidding me? Hum-diddly-dee!
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook outside for the lead. Good! He got it! He got it! It's a 1-point Thunder lead.
Warriors to get this shot off.
Iguodala, and here it comes. He got it! The Warriors have won on a game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. A jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts on
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, PG! Oh
That
my
is
goodness!
the one. Look at this. Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown, and the Knicks take the lead. Hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You're shooting a basketball. 4 shooters are really for anyone. So you kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly! Now down to 5 seconds. He's got to go to work. Sizing up Anderson. Long three. The bottom! Kyrie Irving! I cannot believe you've done it again!
Thunder is out of timeouts. Adams gives it back to Russ. Deep shot. Get it! What a perfect ending to a historic day!
Golden State clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry looking. Reeves on him. Curry fakes, now drives. Curry gets inside. Scoop layup. It's good. You got to make sure you put the kids to bed. And Steph Curry says, everybody out of my way. Allow me to have this dance. Doesn't settle at the three-point line. Gets to his spot and as good as a finisher.
Hard one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
Tonight, Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James!
James catches, puts up a 3.
And we're back.
Back for game 3, mate. How you feeling about this series? Mate, there's a bit going on. There's a really good back and forth battle here. We're 1-1. Exe and Ruthless.
There's heaps going on, isn't there? So Ruthless jump out to a 1-0 lead, and then Exe come back, go bang in the first quarter, get up 8, and it was just a mountain too steep to climb for Ruthless, wasn't it? So now we're at 1-1. I think there's 3 games left here. There's nothing
I think
between.
we're going to 5.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to 5 games. And you see here how influential the shooting guards or the sharps are in this series so far. We've seen RP, and we've also seen who am I missing?
On
playing
the
a huge
sharps,
role.
Dollar.
Yeah. Dollar's honestly on MVP trajectory at the moment, finals MVP. The guy has been fucking elite.
He has been.
Now, talk to me about, I mean, we'll have a little bit of 2K chat at the moment. We're both 2K nuffies, you'd probably describe us. We love our 2K. We play probably a little bit too much, if you asked our wives. Now, talk to me a little bit about who do you think, from an ANZPL perspective, takes a step up next season? Which team do you think can probably contend with the best of them next year or next season? Good question. So I think NWO will probably be back. Like, we know that Harry's around for a little while longer before he jets off to the States. There was a team Milo was playing with. They were undefeated until, unfortunately, Team Lockup. They were really good as well. There's some really good players in the server. You know, Lost Cause came on good this year. Sans Dior, they were good. So the Goons, Dinosaurs, there's a heap of good teams out there. So I'm very closely watching God's Plan, Mick. I don't know about you, but the boys are going to be going and playing for New Zealand and the New Zealand team. So I see that. Flametto, Horsey, Sensei, those guys, like I'm watching them very closely next season. Good bunch of lads they are, big supporters of our show, and we thank them for that. I believe they've just won out in their tournament that they were playing against, was it Fiji? Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, if they're in the chat, drop a comment in the chat and let us know how you're getting on, lads. Sans Dior as well started red hot in Season 8 and kind of faded off at the back end there, but Dennis Phoenix, I'm sure he and the squad there, Air Champ, Aggro, those guys, they're going to want to probably better that in Season 9 or even at the end of year tournament as we start Game 3. Yeah. Spot on. And while you're talking about them, while we're at tip-off, big shout-out to Junkie, who's been a big supporter of the show and his badge grinding services. You mentioned insight to him, and that's where you got your reference from. You get 20% off all badge grinding services. Thanks to Junkie and us here at Insight Fantasy Sports. As we see, Exe with a tip and Jay Cheng with a shot. That's huge board there. Good little low board there. Matty will be spitting chips that he missed that. Very unhappy. I mean, I don't think he's missed a 3 all series, has he? So I'm sure he'd be a bit disappointed there.
He's been pretty chicken. Can we take a second to appreciate the cleanliness of this court here? It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice. It's very nice. This is a bit of Mr. G Wiz vibes, this kind of court. You know, Mr. G Wiz takes a large amount of pride in the way that his uniforms and that his courts look. And I know that he does the clinics. Mate, you could get the bloke a full-time job, couldn't you, Mr. G Wiz?
Yeah, you could. And a big shout out to him and what he does for us with the NBA side of things. Click like, subscribe to our NBA podcast. He is at the center of all good things at the Insight Fantasy Sports team when it comes to NBA. As we see Maddie with a nice bump steal out on the break. And the first 2 points for Exe. Who was that? Need I ask? Like Dollar on the break.
Doesn't muck around, does he? He's always the first man out there.
Yeah.
And we see that, maybe that comes from where his points came from in game one. We could see a standing dunk that just wasn't timed. Well contested. Farage not doing the business there.
Not just yet.
We're a minute and a half into this game and it's 2-0. So again, we're seeing shades of game one, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
MP getting to work.
I think we'll see Farage put the standing dunk away for now.
I don't know. I reckon he'll back himself. You know, we spoke to RP and he said that Farage is just the most kind of chilled, locked-in player that they have on this squad. So I don't think that's going to faze him too much.
Okay. Let's see it.
Torby at the top of the key again. We see this a lot, don't we? They get the ball to Torby to reset. Cheng there.
Yeah.
Passing up the open three to get the ball to Dollar. And we see lots of air on that ball. Good defense. And the fast break is finished off.
I reckon that's the fourth or fifth time we've seen that this series. A quick dish out to Gideon on the break with a standing dunk. Not much you can do if you're a sharp or a point getting back on the break there.
Good help D from the corner there as well from Farage. I think, that kind of corner defense goes unnoticed a lot of the time.
Yeah, it does.
That Jamal Murray behind the back is bloody lethal for small guards.
Mm-hmm.
Not even small guards. You can get it on anything under 6'10" from memory.
Yeah, you can.
It's wild. Shame for Jamal Murray, injured again. Speaking of my NBA fantasy team.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? He's a very good player that's just had a shit run.
Yeah. Seen a lot of injuries in the NBA, though. No injuries in the ANZPL, though, at the moment, which is great. God, can you imagine if there was injuries? That'd do me.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Nice little pop there.
Good closeout there by... Oh,
he's got
foul on the shot. Three free throws.
Got the little bump there in the paint.
Oh, dear. And an 83% miss.
Thanks, Ronnie, from the ANZPL.
Ronald. Yeah. So 4-all, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, we see defense being king. Anything unexpected happening so far for you, Nath?
Nah, not at all. I think we saw exactly what we've seen in the first two games. Defense is playing a huge role. They're trying to. They're really hoping they can get the ball away. They're getting the ball away from the locks. They're getting the ball away from Gideon, and Gideon ends up on the shooting guard. And then they're trying to hope that Gid pinches, and he doesn't. I think we've seen that a lot. They're trying to kind of push middle and then hit the ball to the shooting guard on the hash, and neither of the locks are moving at all. So some good defense there to not be baited by that.
Yep.
RP with the ball here on the right hash. Look, takes a contested mini, gets pushed out of the way. How about the animation there? Torby just bashing the bloke out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice animation, isn't it?
You see the pop there, doesn't go. Very early timing, 19% covered. So well defended again.
I think we've seen so far this series, and again in the 2K, that if the center puts the ball on the floor, nice dish out by Farage there.
Unlucky Farage again getting the O board.
Whenever the center goes to dribble and then shoots it, it's almost never, ever going to go in. We haven't seen a center hit one tonight off the dribble.
No, we haven't. And again, that's not what their build is designed to do, is it? So,
no.
We see Farage, 7 boards, 1 assist. Nothing from the field yet. Dennis getting to work. Farage on the slip. Sorry, should we call him Ghost Popperson? Actually, I like the name.
It's not bad, is it?
And
nice
a
take
little
there.
layup there. We saw
RP.
the little box out in the paint so that the center couldn't contest.
Yep. Smart. 10 seconds left. Jade Cheng with sharp take. I'd say watch for him to take the last shot.
Yep.
Or they...
Oh, he nearly did too.
Yeah, he did.
There we go.
Oh.
Doesn't go.
Jade Cheng
9-6 first quarter.
Himself there. Yeah. Yeah, Jade Cheng will be disappointed in himself there. That's something that he would believe that he'd make 8 times out of 10. So
I must say, you've got to keep the ball away from the sideline here with these two locks, Gideon and Matty. They're doing a great job here trying to bump you into the perimeter, aren't they?
Very bumpy, yeah.
That's a nice little behind the
Foul.
back, and he'll take 3.
So Matty, 3 fouls again to start the second quarter. He's going to need to just control that reaching for now and just get bumpy and try and drain the stamina of the PG and try and get him to make that mistake instead of trying to pluck steal.
Nine all. There we go.
Yep. I think
Back to even again. And we see a reach there in the front court.
The pleasing thing for Ruthless at the moment will be that it's 9 all, and Farage, apart from his rebounding, has had very little effect on the game just yet, especially on the score sheet.
Yep, definitely. And another reach there. Bit of a reset here.
Who do you want to see get involved in the game a little bit more? Or do you think it's going as per what we'd expect?
Look, I mean, but we see that the point guard, the sharp, and that's a fantastic shot.
Jay Cheng, yep.
We see the point guard, the sharp, everybody that we expected to be involved would be involved. It's as simple as that. But in saying that, if the anchors can get their shots, or we see some crashing from the corners, or we see some more corner shots in general, I think that might open the game up a little bit.
That's a nice lane by Ryland. Yeah,
very nice lane. Ryland's been doing this for years and years, so he knows his positioning better than most.
He does.
Cheng broken the ankles there.
Gideon did really well to get back. Was
very good recovery.
Yeah. Still, to get it to an open and not a very open, he's done well to get back there.
And Dennis with the quick pop doesn't drop.
Stamina does have an effect on that. Yeah. Stamina does have an effect on that. So with Matty getting bumpy and draining the stamina of the point guard, Dennis, that does affect shot timing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think we've noticed this year that shooting in general, and that's a nice lane again, pretty obvious one. Shooting in general has been made to be quite tough for the guards out there, which was why we've seen a lot of these guys, and a lot of low-scoring games in general, I guess. But yeah, shooting is challenging. We see Farage not being able to find his shot just yet. They're playing pretty high on him, and he's got the offensive box out. Can't get the O board.
Lachlan slipping in underneath him. That's good job by him there. Yeah. Again,
and then we see that that's what he's looking for, isn't it?
Yep.
Farage looking for the very quick slip. Nice little backdoor there from Matty. That takes them 14-9 up. So they've got the 5-point lead at the moment in the second game or third game of the series.
Yeah, very interesting.
I've got to say,
the way this is going. Matty's doing a good job here.
Incredible job. I've got to say the stream actually looks okay. Like on my end, it looks better than it has the last 2 games. Okay, not ideal, but it looks better.
Okay.
A lot of ball movement here. And it has to throw that one up from the corner, unfortunately. Shot clock.
Exe's defense is phenomenal at the moment.
Good rotation, isn't it? Obviously, the communication is on point.
Fernandez
there doing the work. Very interested to see how Dennis gets himself involved in this game. We see a blocking foul there. That's their foul. They go into the bonus as well.
Yeah. Yep.
How does Dennis get himself involved in this game? Because they've done a really good job keeping him quiet. So
yeah, they have. I think he needs to look. We need to get some quick slips here by Ghost Popperson.
Good bailout. He's got position there. Oh, that is a 28%.
28. Yeah, that's nice. It's chicken, but you know what? It's things like that that get your team going. So hopefully Ruthless can use this to their advantage and get some sort of offense going.
14-12 now.
There.
Ruthless
Really
down by 2.
Oh, look
and
at that.
they've
That's
read
nice
the
too.
back door like a book.
Yeah,
RP
that was
again
really nice.
doing his work. Finding the mid-range. Can't drop it though. But again, Farage with the O board.
9 boards so far and still a minute left in the second.
And some good defense. Oh, that is nice.
Chicken
well
dippers. Done. Very nice.
Drop
and
in the
just
corner.
like that.
Don't leave the man open.
Nah. Just like that, Ruthless hit the front, up by 1 minute left. Exe probably just need to steady here a little bit, just get a nice basket on a pick and roll or something nice and simple just to keep some momentum going as Jay Cheng goes bang. 3 points.
I need a Mike Breen bang.
Yeah. Bang! 2 points up. 49 seconds left. Oh, close. Again, I reckon Farage is 0 for 6 tonight from 3?
Yeah, he hasn't been able to find his shot just yet.
Not yet.
Again, Gid with a reach, but that's only his first, so...
They had that foul to give. 31 seconds left, 18 on the clock. Do they look for the 2 for 1, or are they just going to take their time here?
I think they'll probably take their time, find their shot, get a little bit of a lead into the half. We see there, cut into the pop to the hash. Dollar.
Oh, wow, they got shacked. Bang! Woo! Green. And just like
somebody,
that, 2 threes in a row, 5 points up. Somebody help
somebody
that man.
on this team needs to stop Dollar. If Dollar can continue this, they win.
Yep.
They win. It's as simple as that. Nice from RP there.
Yeah. Just
using the advantage of the little 5 out there.
5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. They've gone. They went contested. No good.
They went the 1-2 there. Didn't work out. Good defense there from Ruthless.
Yeah.
But 20-17, EXE with the lead again at the half. How do we see this one finishing out at the back end, mate?
Do you reckon that's a face scan for Jay Cheng? I love that. But how do I see this? I think it's ebbing and flowing, isn't it? One team's got possession. I guess they've got a bit of a run on, and then something happens, whether it's a pluck steal, whether it's a nice, second chance points, and then they get a run on. So I guess it's whoever's got the momentum at the end of the game. I'm going to pick's going to win. As for who's going to win, I don't know yet. It's a very close series so far.
You're from Switzerland, or?
I am a classic fence sitter.
That's a nice dot to the corner there and a great finish.
Splash. And they've tied it up 20-all. Very nice.
Who's hit that from the corner?
I think that was Fernandez there with his first
I think it was.
of the series.
It's probably his first shot of the series. Doesn't miss though, the man. Knows
the man's
what he's doing.
Oh,
and that is an incredible lane there as well.
Yeah, it was.
Going both ways here, Fernandez. Huge.
I tell you what, 2 fouls, 30 seconds in. Exe just might want to take it easy here and not get into the bonus too early. Otherwise, 3 points in a tight game could prove costly.
Dennis looking for that corner fade, and he just doesn't get it over there. Cheng doing a good job in the corner.
Yeah.
RP, again, looking for that corner fade, and they stay. There's no crash on the fade.
No, that was good D there.
Good O-board there. Again.
Oof. Very nice.
Dennis going to work. Just not hitting the screen. Makes it a bit tough. But he's got position, though, Farage, and he goes with the time dunk. Very nice play. And Ruthless take the lead for the first time in this game.
You did say earlier that he's going to keep going with that stick dunk, and sure enough, he did. Matty from the corner, bang, puts him back up. This is tight. This is beautiful to watch, isn't it? It's back and forth. Yeah.
I've got a few sound drops that I want to drop eventually. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see whether the time adheres to it. Yeah. Nice from Dennis there. Probably had his open shot. Got the ball to RP. You wouldn't be upset with that. And we see a little pop there and a pass to the corner. Just doesn't drop.
That was actually quite good by Farage. Why? You see the little take underneath his name there. He popped play take as he got the ball, not shooting take as he had been in the past.
That's some good defense there as well.
Yeah, to give that second option. So smart, but just was it Gid from the corner? Couldn't hit that open three there by Jay Cheng. Bang!
Very good
He's
shot
been
from
chicken
Jay
with
Cheng.
that this game. Yeah, what's that? 3 for 5 from 3, 9 points. Exe just getting a little lead here, 4 points. If I was Ruthless, you'd want to score here. And Matty just runs through Fernandez.
That's his
Farage
fourth.
There. That is his fourth. Ellen DeGeneres
Again,
getting angry there.
Yeah, again, we see Matty in the kind of foul. I wouldn't call it foul trouble just yet, but I tell you what, you need to be pretty, you need to be on top of it. We see a little bit of a rip there. And we see the finish very good. 28-22 now. They've got a 6-point lead, mate.
Yeah. Danger signs for Ruthless. Premiership quarter here, third quarter. Ruthless probably just need to score here just to steady things.
You see the pop there. Farage looking for the pop a lot tonight, isn't he? We don't see much of the roll from him, the slip. And he can't get the O board.
There hasn't been a lot of rolling tonight, you're right.
No, we've seen a lot of the pick and fade from Farage. See a lot of pressure in the backcourt there.
Yeah.
Cheng here doing his work.
That
is a nice dot to the corner. Can't go.
Right. Unable to shoot, unable to get that. Probably one of his few shots for the night. He'll be disappointed in himself. But really nice dot there by Cheng.
You've got to get straight into the mindset of hitting your next one, though, don't you? And that's another great shot. You can't let that sit in your head, can you? Especially for a guy like Ryland who's only going to take 5 or 6 shots for the series.
Yep. He's got to be ready. Next man up. You're right. Dennis, that was really good by Dennis. I think, from me personally, probably needs to hunt his shot a little bit more. He's probably trying too hard to get his teammates involved. I want to see him start taking more of a controlling, scoring sort of role here. That was nice by Jay Cheng.
Doesn't drop that one. Big, long, full court pass. Finished off 28-27. Ruthless are 1 behind.
Yeah, we've seen this game, haven't we? They score in spurts. They go bang, 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 and then they go quiet for a couple of minutes. So just for them, they'll be concentrating on consistency now. For Exe, they'll want to score here and try to lock them up for the last minute of this quarter.
And they've gone $1 here. Cheng couldn't find his shot. Looking for the fade. Good corner rebound there. Takes the shot. Doesn't drop. So they get the ball back.
Late.
Yeah. Not ideal there. Probably looked a little bit more contested than what he'd like from the corner.
Yeah. I think just given that he was getting the ball off someone with play take, that does give you an advantage, but not that contested, no.
Good defense.
Oh, wow.
Just not...
and that's
fantastic.
what I'm... Like, you see that, and that looks open, doesn't it? So it might have been just
and
a
it comes down to
dunk.
That's Hoff Pogo as well doing its work, isn't it? And that's a great dot to the corner. Just doesn't drop there.
No. 5 seconds
Gideon
left.
will be unhappy with that.
Jay Cheng with the ball. Dollar. You want the ball in his hands. 1 second to go. Heavily contested. And just like that, Exe take a 1-point lead into three-quarter time. 28-27.
Tell you what, though, on that inbound pass, they nearly blitzed him and Gideon nearly got the inbound. They need to be careful of that moving forward, I think. Jay Cheng looking for the switch.
Oh, nice sort of front wrap there.
Yeah,
and
that's really
bang
nice.
by Dollar. Puts him up 4. I was about to say, what are you looking for with Exe? Where are you looking to score? And like, if you're looking for points tonight, you're going $1, aren't you?
You have to. But you know what? Who I think the X factor is in this one? I think Matty is. Now, the guy's hitting his shots. He's doing a lot on D. He's keeping them relatively quiet on the defensive end. But I feel like he could really split the game open here if they crush off the corner a little bit and he gets a couple of open ones. So it's all going to come down to whether Cheng can get him open. And we've got the open midi there. He doesn't take it. Gets off to RP. And another steal there. It's probably going to go out of bounds. And they've got 5 seconds here to get this one back over to Exe ball. There we go.
Even though it looked as though Matty tipped that. But, yeah.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Can't dispute the referee's decision on this one.
You cannot. Can we do a coach's challenge in 2K?
Yeah, coach's challenge, yeah.
Good defense there.
He's still got 10 seconds here.
He'll find his midi
That's
there.
really nice.
And it goes down. Those middies are basically automatic this year. With that midi magician, if you can get that to gold, you're sorted.
Gold or Hoff, yeah, absolutely.
6-point lead here for EXE.
Yeah, we see Dennis trying to get to work here, but Matty's playing some really nice defense here.
Yeah, he's got to get the ball to RP. Let's see what he can do with it. And he goes with the fade, but we've got an... Oh!
And that was only
8%.
6% contest. Wow, that's a big shot by a big-time player. Brings them back to 3 with just a tick over 3 to go. Jay Cheng with sharp take. Wowee. There it is.
And that again, and there we go. We're seeing that from deep, and he drops it. That's a 6-point lead for EXE now.
He has really stepped up this game 3, Jay Cheng.
This is huge.
Yeah. Panic stations here for Ruthless. They need to get something together.
What are they going to do here? We've got another great
Jump
defensive
ball.
set here from Matty on a jump ball.
Wowee. Well played.
I'll tell you what, if Ruthless don't score here and EXE can get an 8+ point lead into the final 2 minutes of this quarter, we could see them go up 2-1.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
We see Torby fouled here in the paint. Yeah. And that's their foul. Oh, no, it's not. They've got 2:46 to go.
Yeah. So that was Fernandez with his first.
Still plenty of timeouts either way for both teams as well. So plenty of time to think about this and play it out.
Pluck animation, luckily enough, went straight back to Exe. Dollar, not quite.
Doesn't go.
Early, and hits nothing but oxygen.
We talked about Gideon being a very blitzy lock in the opener. And we're seeing a lot of that from him, aren't we, in this one?
Yes, we are. And
That's a
Dennis
lovely pass
open.
there.
Got to
Doesn't
hit
go.
them. Got to hit them.
Very uncharacteristic for Dennis. You've got to hit those. They've got to go down.
That's okay. It's a good foul. Still 2:09 left. Yeah. Yeah. And as we know, last 2 minutes, you can only commit 2 fouls. So that was pretty much a free strike with that one. They need to stop here.
Yep.
Definitely need to stop.
Some good defense from Gideon here.
Yeah.
Clamps him up. Dollar's got to get to work here. Good work on the screen. Cheng back with the ball on the hash. Lots
Ryland.
of wrapping and lots of off-ball movement here. No result.
Right. Ruthless need to get to work here. They need to score. Tell you
those
Matty
rips
again,
are lethal.
aren't they? Matty again, really nice. Just it's got a habit of being in the right spot at the right time tonight.
So Matty's had 4 fouls for, 7 or 8 minutes? And is not afraid at all to still go for the rip, which, again, is showing just the confidence on the bloke and the way that he plays.
Oh, he's gone
Can't
the stick
time.
dunk. No.
Can't time the stick dunk there under the post.
All right, here we go. Exe score here. It's game over for me.
They know that too. They're taking their time. They're setting
They'll
the play
take their
up.
time. Yep. Cut from
We
the
see
hash.
the cut there. Now you see wrap middle. He had the crab and it goes.
Bang. Wow. Wow.
EXE go up 9 with a minute to go. That could almost be all she wrote.
Yeah, I'm tipping that's it here.
That's
And
2-0. They can go up 2-1 here.
Yep.
And he gets the bump. I'll tell you what, the only way Ruthless stay in this is if they hit a 3 in the first 7 or 8 seconds of the shot clock here, and we see a couple of absolute shambles from EXE. This is their game to lose.
Yeah, this is this isn't going anywhere. They'll hold onto the ball for the 24 seconds, and we'll be
Smart
rolling into game 4 with Exe 2-1 up. Who would have thought?
Well, not us. Didn't go the way that we thought it would. But hey, this is fantastic to watch. And they've taken the shot there with 28 seconds to go. The shot clock came down. That takes it to 41-30. Dennis with the shot doesn't go.
And running out the clock.
And that is all she wrote here in this one.
Oh, it's a bit cheeky.
Very. Spirit of cricket coming into play here, Big Horse?
Yeah, I don't know. And there's a bit of flopping going on too. My goodness.
Oh, and they're still shooting. Okay. Probably
That's
not.
okay. Probably not too
what I'd
bad
be doing,
from
but that's
Dennis's
fine.
point of view, just to see something green go in the bucket. So
Bit of practice. Don't need a
Yeah.
Gatorade facility for any of that.
no, but as we can see here, Exe 2-1 up now against Ruthless. So Jay Chang, player of the game, according to 2K with 17.6 assists. Dollar with 17. Matty, 3 steals. Ryland, no points again, but very influential on the defensive end.
Mate, I'll tell you what. This is one of the biggest challenges Ruthless will come up against. Now, from here, how can you dispute against EXE taking this one out? The guards are doing the job. 17 and 6 for Chang. You've got 17 points for Dollar as well. You know, when you've got games that are not cracking 50 points for each team, when you've got 35 of them wrapped up in the point guard and the shooting guard, it's pretty hard to stop.
Yeah, it is. And when your point guard and shooting guard are scoring more than the other team put together as well.
Mate, JP has been in the chat. JP's been in the chat talking about Dollar all night. And the man was absolutely spot on the money.
How about we go to a quick 1-minute break and then we'll be back with you.
Let's do it.
Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Garnett comes out on LeBron. Now they switch, and here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. And then perhaps move it. And so that now has entered the fray. Whoa!
Hey! Hey! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on.
Cousins. Paul had a stand. Look out, Paul! If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Never hit anything. Shot clock doesn't reset. Look at Kai Jones. What's this going to be? Wow! Are you kidding me? Hum diddly dee!
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook outside for the lead. Good! He got it! He got it! It's a 1-point Thunder lead!
Warriors to get this shot off.
Iguodala, here it comes. He got it! The Warriors have won on a game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala!
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts
Oh,
on a shot.
yeah! Oh, yeah! PG! Oh,
That
my
is
goodness.
the one. Look at this.
Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown. And the Knicks take the lead. Hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You're shooting at basketball, 4 shooters are really for anyone. So you can kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly!
Now down to 5 seconds. He's got to go to work. Sizing up Anderson. Long three. The bottom! Kyrie Irving! I cannot believe you've done it again!
Thunder is out of timeouts. Adams gives it back to Russ. Deep shot. Get it! What a perfect ending to a historic day!
Golden State clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry looking. Reeves on him. Curry fakes, now drives. Curry gets inside. Scoop layup. It's good.
You got to make sure you put the kids to bed. And Steph Curry says, everybody out of my way. Allow me to have this dance. Doesn't settle at the three-point line. Gets to his spot and as good as a finisher.
Hard one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on.
Back for game 4, Big Horse. Game 4. 2-1 up EXE. Who would have thought this is exactly what we wanted for Season 8 of the ANZPL?
Absolutely. It's been a cracker so far. I guess the margin of last game being 10 points is probably not reflective of how tight the game was up until late. So I think we'll see much of the same. It'll be back and forth till we see Ruthless bounce back and go to game 5. We'll see shortly. But I think for that to happen, Dennis needs to step up. He's had a couple of poor shooting performances in game 2 and game 3. Let's, for their sake, really needs to step up and hit some big shots.
Agreed. And we've seen the guards are very dominant in this series, so we probably need to see more of that. Dennis has been quiet, so I think we can probably expect naturally he's going to take a step up in this next game. Otherwise, it could be a 3-1 exit.
Yeah, it could be. And as per the comments there, Alfie, best friend badge on Hoff. I thought this was NWO. Exe defense just too tough. Looking like they're doing the same. You're absolutely right, mate. They have been playing lockdown defense all season, and they've been making really good teams look not that great. So credit where credit's due.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job. Let's see if they can take this in and secure it. $6,500 on the line here.
Yeah. Yep, spot on.
Who wins it for EXE? If they take this out, who's the man? It's got to be Dollar, doesn't it?
Dollar, 100%. He's the man that's been playing the best so far.
For sure. Now, let's see how this game starts out. Does it start as another very slow, defensive-heavy game? Or do we see them get on the board nice and quick?
I think we need to see, for Ruthless to win, they need to get out on the break and score some fast break points here. Also, just in from the guys at ANZPL, the finals MVP will win $200 plus an NBA2K VC pack. Also, a pack courtesy of ItchPig and the Insight Fantasy Sports pack. So plenty of goodies to the MVP of the series coming up.
Very good. Well, we won't be announcing that live, obviously, but that'll be coming to you in the coming days from the team at the ANZPL, who do a cracker job getting this series, getting the whole tournament going.
Yeah, don't they? And yeah, just from looking at the other streams that are going on, there's well over 400 people watching this live game at the moment. So yeah, it's good that so many people in Australia and New Zealand are getting around this and supporting our local fellas doing well.
Absolutely. And we see there a foul. Oh, it was actually a shot clock violation there. Couldn't get that up in time. Got the O board, but just wasn't enough time there to put that one back in. So we see the ball in Ruthless hands. Can they get on the board nice and early? That is the key.
Yeah, I think they need to. Yeah.
Matty's done a great job getting over the top of screens here. He's gone for a reach there, and that's cost him.
Yep. I think it's got to be embedded in Dennis's head to know now that Matty's reaching flat out early on, and then he goes a little bit more conservative as the game goes on because of the foul count he gets himself in. So if he can get some good animations, get Matty on a reach and throw him out, he may end up with a couple of open shots and get himself going.
And I think what we see a lot is we see the anchor playing a bit of fake D on the crab. So if you can get the crab as a point guard, you've just got to shoot the ball because a lot of the time the anchor's probably dropping a tad.
Yeah, that was really good defense there by Gideon as well, getting between the center and the point guard when the center picked up his dribble and forced him out of bounds. So this is a much better start by Ruthless.
Was that a travel animation?
Was it travel or out of bounds? I'm not sure, but
I don't know. I thought it was yeah, it looked like a travel, which is wild. And then there's an open three, can't go. We've got Matty Garrett, Mr. G Wiz in the chat as well. Another Matty that loves to reach. He's all about it. Yeah, I don't even need to comment on that. G Wiz did it himself.
What a man.
Ball at the top with Torby again. They'll get the ball back to Cheng. Reset. Another good job from Gideon here, playing the middle. Dot to the corner. Matty can't find the open one, though.
No, really good defense there by Farage, holding his ground.
And we've seen this year, and there's a corner fade. Doesn't go. And also the stick dunk doesn't go from the inside there. So are we going to see a clear path foul? Yes, we are. You're going to get 2 freebies here.
Yeah.
EXE back in the game. Alfie's back in dollar for finals MVP.
I think it's almost a lock at the moment if Exe get up.
Mate, if EXE go up 3-1 here, it's got to be dollar.
Yep, they'll win the title. Yeah. They win this, it's game over.
Yep. Lots to play for here for Ruthless. Dot to the corner.
As we speak.
Fantastic shot.
Out to the hash, yeah. Bang by dollar again. That's probably the difference so far in this series is that Exe are hitting their open shots and Ruthless haven't been.
And there's another turnover there. Matty getting the bump. And a nice little reset there, a tip on the pass, and they'll get the ball back here, EXE.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad by dollar there. Didn't really rush it too much. Looked to get it back to the PG, but with the guys at Ruthless just loving the lanes, wasn't able to get it through. So we should see Jay Cheng here take the ball off the center. And I was about to say off to dollar. Yeah. It almost feels like they're starting to exploit that matchup there.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Got Matrix in the chat as well. Looks after our NBL, our NRL. Man's very heavily embedded in what we're doing at Insight Fantasy Sports, and he's a fan of the Baggers, mate. Is that an AFL term?
I think so. He also likes the Charlotte Hornets. So,
yeah, good.
Yeah, as we see, a contested shot missed, cross court dot, no good. Ruthless probably just need to slow things down a little bit here. And as I say that, a good double team animation into a jump ball here.
Very slow to get started. Ruthless. Dennis, the only man getting on the board here. We've got 7 points here to dollar for EXE as well. And so the trend continues. The dollar continues to lead this side.
Yeah.
Dennis with the pump fake. Good defense there in the lane.
3 opens in the past 2 minutes, Dennis has. So he's going to want to get it together very soon.
Little dump off there for Matty. They'll reset there. They'll look for a backdoor cut. Matty doesn't have it. But Dollar's got the corner fade. Doesn't go.
Surprised that came up as wide open. It looked as though the point guard there, I think it was Dennis in the corner there, got a bit of a contest on that. But as we see, as per the rest of the series, Matty with a reach, foul number 1.
It looked like an intentional foul. Looked like a take foul for Matty just to get them reset in defense. So I'm okay with that. Just means that they're in the bonus now.
Oh, very much baited there.
Yeah, there's some bait. Just go into your local fishing shop, pick up some, pick some bait.
Yes, sir. 8 on the clock.
Gee Whiz loves your hat as well, Mick.
What a
just
man.
So you're aware.
I think for Ruthless, they need to get Farage on the roll a little bit more. Still hasn't hit an open shot, open 3 yet. We know how good they are in the pick and roll scenario. This man, that's the first mid-range I've seen him miss.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic.
I think Ruthless need to just get back to the conventional pick and roll and have things open up that way.
Ghost Popperson needs to probably Ghost Rollerson, I would say.
Yeah.
We see here Dennis getting the ball back in his hands.
There
he goes for the roll. Matty with a blocking foul, and they'll go to the line.
That was a perfect situation where I understand if they were really struggling before, but I really don't like take fouls in the last 2 minutes unless it's absolutely necessary. Because then there, unfortunately, just an ordinary animation gets a foul.
Yeah.
Yep, and then gives away 2 points. So, yeah, that's just a bugbear of mine, which may be different to other people. That's a really nice dot there by Tommy.
And that is a lovely shot. Unlucky from Matty. He misses from the corner, which is very rare. We haven't seen him miss too often, have we?
I reckon that might be his second miss 3 tonight.
And that's a nice little midi. Midi magician on half.
Yeah. They've worked their way back into this one pretty nicely here. Probably just need to get a stop here. Don't want Exe to get too far ahead for Ruthless.
Yeah, there's and the take doesn't go there. That looked like a bit of a contest. He definitely wasn't looking for the layup animation.
45% contested 3 to finish the quarter. Ruthless 9-7 up. That's a classic. Straight over the PG. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm shooting the pill, and it's green. 9-7 up at the start of the second. That's delicious.
I'll be waiting for you to say delicious all night. Good defense from Matty there, and as he gets the pluck, does the 3. Yes, it does.
And guess who?
dollar?
Dollar bills.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yep. Dollar's got 10. Exy's got 10. There you go.
Mate, the man's got the backpack on. He's not mucking around, is he?
Yep. He's back to school, packing his lunch, putting everything in there. The man's a gun.
You remember back in the day when, I don't know whether, I mean, we're kind of a similar age within maybe 20 years of each other. So I was hoping you were going to bait at that. You know, remember back in the day when you used to have to put like the cover on your books? You have to. No, you're too old for that.
We had typewriters back in the day.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you went with that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the old bloody whatever it was called. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's I don't know where I was going with that. I had a good joke, but you threw me off because I thought you were going to go with me.
Nearly. As we
Good little pick and roll there.
Yeah, stumble animation into the roll. That was nice. We still cover books with contact, lads. There we go.
Contact. The school teacher is here with us in the chat.
School teacher in the chat.
That's what we need. Yeah, the like cellophane looking contact as well, like the kind of blue or red. That's me.
You weren't cool unless you had that.
No. And you remember the one that had the Opera House on it? That was elite. That was the go-to.
I'm not from Sydney, sorry.
No, you should be. You should be. Mate, I just saw the cost of fucking housing in Sydney.
Yeah.
That is a seriously good shot there from the top of the key.
Dennis. And it's up there, is it?
1.3 million or something like that is the average, the median house price or something now. And Melbourne is second in Australia with 890k.
Yep.
So like 400k above the rest of the country. So yeah, I love living in Sydney.
Ruthless have actually done a really good job pegging them back here. Exe, I think they're the team on top at the moment. Ruthless are just doing enough to be in the game. As we see Dennis pull up.
Lovely shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for Ruthless to win this, he needs to do more of that. Attack the basket or get Farage on a roll. We've seen the popping stuff isn't working for them at the moment. So just go back to what you know works. Play simple. They need this win, otherwise it's lights out. As Dollar goes
deep,
bang from outside the stadium. Not quite though. So Ruthless up by 2. Dennis with the pill. Maddie with another steal animation. Very nice.
And he takes it and finishes contested there to make it 14 all. What a game we have on our hands here.
The old holding the square button, working a treat. Well done. And that was probably Dollar again.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think it was.
Good dot to the corner there.
Dennis, yeah.
Doesn't go for Gideon.
Yeah.
Down by his standards.
Yeah, absolutely. But one thing that Ruthless are doing well, and it's their transition D. They're not giving too much away on the other end of the court on the fast breaks. As we see a nice
shot from the sharp.
Yep. From the hash.
Great
RP
shot.
from MKD, wherever that might be, up 3.
Is MKD near Bendigo?
That's a really good question. I've got no idea.
Because Mr. G-Wiz is saying they don't make contact with Bendigo on it. It's just the Opera House or Centrepoint Tower, Sydney stuff.
Yeah, Bendigo might be its own country, mate, for all we know. There's some different cats here, so... for anyone that's from Bendigo in the chat, love it. And as we see, Dennis pulling up from 3 from the corner, up 6. Ruthless starting to get a little run on here. Not so much danger time for Exe, but they wouldn't want this to blow out to too much more.
That's right. It's a 6-point game here. There's plenty in it. Plenty of time left. We've still got 11 minutes of gameplay left. We've got Dollar trying to get open here.
Oh,
looking
nice
for the little pick and roll.
Really good
defense.
Yeah, they needed that.
And we've got a take foul there.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's good play by Jay Cheng there. Clearly outnumbered 2-1. Made the right read. I'm not used to seeing scores 20-14. That is a really nice steal. Came at the right time there. That's not the first time I've ever heard that either. And that's right. 6% covered. 4 points of difference. Less than a minute left.
Here we go. They're bringing it back. EXE. Yeah. RP now. Relied upon to do the work here. Can he get the better of Dollar? Good recovery from Dennis. Dots the corner.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't go. Gets the offensive board, though, and we've got the 3 up. That will go.
My God, that is unbelievable work by Farage inside. He was versing 3 people inside, got inside position, got a nice rebound, out to the point guard with sharp take. 5 seconds to go. Jay Cheng here. Oh, they're a bit lost here, Ruthless. Good
And
defense.
it doesn't go.
Nice. So we see going into halftime, Ruthless up 23-16. Big change, actually, given that, pardon me, Ruthless were down 7-2 earlier in the game. So they've fought back well. How do you see it so far, Nath?
Oh, look, it's. I think initially we saw Exe trying to probably get a little bit of advantage on Ruthless initially in this game as we started things off, but I think it's brought back. Obviously, Ruthless coming with a 7-point lead. They needed to. They needed to lead at the half here to really get that kind of mindset advantage over EXE to start this game off. And we see Farage with another offensive board as he's done all series.
Yeah.
We just haven't got the result there, and they finished that off on the fast break yet again. EXE doing the job on the fast break.
Yeah, they are. Nice defense there by Ryland, getting the steal. We saw the Hoff immovable forcer or enforcer popping up there.
Another reach from Matty. Doesn't get the result, but he's getting a lot of bumps, isn't he?
He's getting heaps.
And they're trying to get the switch here, it looks like, from Dennis. Now they've kept Matty on Dollar. So Matty was happy to switch onto Dollar there.
Yeah.
Forced Dennis to take the shot.
Yeah, Exe made the right read there on defense. And a nice inside shot there for Lachlan. Brings it back to 3.
Yeah, Torby in the dunker spot there gets the job done. Here we go, back to 3 points. Done a really good job here bringing this one back.
Dennis nice there. He saw Dollar coming with the blitz, pulled back, went the other way, resetting the offense nicely here.
And we see Ryland there playing really high, don't we?
Yeah.
So nice little layup there. We probably need to see a bit more pick and roll, don't we? If Ryland's playing that high, you've got the slip on you every time, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You just need to find a way past that with the Hoff off-ball pest. But as we just saw, really smart by Farage, just boxing out the center, allowing his shooting guard just to get that nice lane to the rim. And as we speak, was it Lachlan back the other way with a nice inside dunk, back to 3 points.
Oh, a bit of bait there. Farage probably had the open lane there to get that finish, and he does in the end.
He does. Yep. Back to 5 points. So Jay Cheng with sharp take again. Dare say he'll start looking for his own shot here.
You think so? With Sharp.
No.
And a nice little slip there.
Yeah. They were playing really high on that one. He picked up on that early and slipped it to Tormy. That was nice.
Be very interesting to see whether we see Farage doing a little bit more slipping, because he has popped a lot in this series so far, hasn't he? Because you've got Ryland playing quite high and basically just playing one-on-one defense with Farage, don't you? You see, if Farage is popping, Ryland's playing high. If Farage is on the roll, Ryland drops. So he's playing some really nice defense at the moment at Anchor.
He is. And just as you were saying there, Dennis, he's really pulling it out of the bag this game. Another 3 there, playing really well. And again, Gideon with another steal. So it's
reset from RP here. They've left him open. Doesn't go, though. A bit of bait there. 38% covered. Matty with the open midi. Doesn't go. O-board for Torby. See if Jay Cheng here finding his shot. They don't. They go back to Torby again.
That was really nice switch defense by Ruthless there. We saw the triangle there working really well.
6 points still. 1.5 to go in the third. Looking for the midi there. We've seen Farage popping all game, and then he rolls in very quickly with the 1-2.
Nice.
Lovely play.
Little bit of danger time here for Exe. They had a roll early on, but it's out to 8 points here. They probably wouldn't want to let this blow out to any further of a lead. As we speak, Fernandez with another steal. Very nice lane.
And they finish it off.
It's out to 10.
This is huge.
Matty with a flop there at the top of the 3-point line. So, don't like that.
What are your thoughts on flops? Now,
Hate 'em.
Okay.
Disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You?
Oh, look. Maybe I play with randoms too much. Tell you what, fuck me, that tests my patience.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And he's gone with the Jamal Murray behind the back, straight into the rip there again. Finished with the 3.
Dennis
Ruthless extend their lead
to 12. Dennis has turned up 12. What was it? Dennis with 18 this game so far.
We called it, didn't we, at the start of the stream? We said Dennis needs to find his shot.
Yep.
And he has.
For sure. Yep.
Ball here with Dollar.
So here they're playing high in the pick and roll again. Maddie with the 55% contested green. Wowee.
Is that the advantage this year to having your layup timing on?
Off. Having it on, but having the bar off. Yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
Because I saw they did a recent patch that talked about layup timing not being as big of an influence.
Yep. As
we see here, they reset to RP. RP finds his midi again, as he has done all series so far. And we get the lovely little sponsor shout out from whoever these people are, Level Up.
Yeah, whoever they are. While we're talking about sponsors, Junkie again, you need badges done. Hit up Junkie on X. You mentioned Insight. He gives you 20% off, courtesy of the guys here at the Insight Fantasy Sports podcast team.
Junkie's a legend as well. Plays in the ANZPL himself. He knows the game back to front, so hit him up. 20% off is actually really nice as well if you want to get a build done, especially for everybody in the ANZPL at the moment. You know that you might want to get ready for Season 9. You might want to get ready for the end-of-year tournament that's starting very soon as well. I know the 32 teams have been locked, haven't they?
Yeah,
so that's not far off finishing up by the end of the year. Nice little backdoor pass there. That takes the lead to 10. We've got double figures here as a lead for Ruthless for the first time in the series.
And Maddie with number 4, yeah. So I think Exe need a few stops here, early stops. They need to get the game back within, let's say, 5 with 2 minutes to go to have any chance here for me.
And we see here they're again going to RP, which has been the theme of the night so far. Maddie's on RP though, so they're probably going to try and get the ball to Dennis here so we can ISO here on the sharp. Oh, he's got Ryland ISO'd here at the top of the key. And there it is.
Laid that really well.
Yep. Incredible little switch there. He recognised the switch and he just ISO'd Ryland from the top of the key. Well done.
He's turned up. Yep. Well done. So 13 points up. Ruthless, you just need to play it pretty safe right now. Just play good D, nothing stupid. Come away with a 2-2 win and into game 5.
4 minutes to go, mate. Anything can happen. We've seen bigger leads like this busted in the past. So let's just kind of call this one out first.
Yeah. As we see a nice lane
some
steal.
Really good lane defense.
RP, yeah.
RP again being considered as one of the leading sharp defenders in the competition at the moment. Good little defense there on the corner pass as well.
Yeah, by Ryland. What are you expecting to see out of the inbound pass here?
I think they're just going to reset, take their time. Yeah, they'd have to, didn't they? You've got to get the ball in Dennis's hands for the rest of the game. The guy's been hot as all fuck. So he's got sharp take as well. Just get the ball in the man's hand. We can see their RP's sitting deep as well. Does it go too deep, I think?
Yeah.
RP can't drop that one.
No,
ball back in Jay Cheng's hand.
The distance came up as 33.5 or 33 feet away. I think they're talking about kilometres with how far away he shot that. So 3
nice little 1-2 though.
Yeah, absolutely. Back to 10 points. Let's see how
I'm very interested to see which way Maddie's trying to push Dennis here. Oh, and he gets a bump straight away, gets a ball straight off to Dollar, and they take foul and give it away. And there's 3.5 minutes or 3:05 left in this game. 10-point lead to Ruthless.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting to watch locks the way they play, isn't it? Because, you know, some have a tendency to kind of push a player to the hash. Some actually like really kind of driving their player to the middle. Which way do you think Maddie's kind of, what his tendencies are at the moment?
You can see it. He sort of reads it with whatever the anchor is doing there.
Oh, we had the open 3 there, and that's really good lane defense from Gid.
Really well baited there.
And they time out on the fast break.
That's like in the wreck. You got your mate running into the open paint and one of your dickhead mates bloody pressing time out to stop you from scoring. That's a typical Ryan Hammond move, that one.
I was waiting until Ryan Hammond got a mention on this stream. The poor bloke's hung over and you just fucking ripped into him.
Yeah, deserves it.
Yeah, okay. Fair
Although
call.
one of the more elite point guards in the competition. Matty with his 5th there.
How do we see this playing out? Does Matty foul out again? And they've just left Dennis open. They've baited and they've timed out again on this one, Ruthless.
Yep. Yeah, he had the animation where he was going out of bounds. They've done that really well there.
Someone's going to have to pull something massive out of the bag here for EXE if they're going to win this one. Nice little cut there. Good defense, though.
Yeah,
Didn't get the animation he was looking for there. He's probably looking for that little Kobe kind of baseline dunk, wasn't he?
Yeah, the standing dunk, yeah. Didn't get it, though.
Good slip. Could have got to the corner there. The corner would have been open.
Yeah.
Fernandez bringing the ball up the court, gets the ball to Dennis now at the top of the key.
Need to take
got the
their time
crab.
here. Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Fernandez, yeah, that was what I was looking for there. Fernandez probably had the mismatch there in the corner.
Yeah.
Probably could have shot over the top of him, couldn't he?
Yeah, no, they've done all right there just to run the clock down. Farage inside. A very big boy.
And
Matty
that's an
flopping
open three for Dennis, and he drops
Dennis
it.
again. Yeah. So 13 points of difference here. Minute 30 left. This one for me is as good as done. With Lachlan shooting from the car park, no good. We're going to a game 5 here, Nate.
Mate, we called it, didn't we? You're so far you're spot on. You said 3-2 Ruthless. Let's see how we go. We're going to 5. So I said 3-1. So I was wrong.
Yeah.
Minute 18 to go. We're seeing a few reaches now.
Yeah.
Going to see Matty foul out here at the end.
Would you we'll go back 45 minutes, I guess, to the end of the last game, and remember Exe taking that shot when they didn't have to, and then Dennis had an open shot just to get his eye in and get a green at the end of the game. And he's come out this game and, just familiarized himself with what green looks like, and bang, he's gone off this game for 24 points. So,
yep, that's a good point.
That's a nice standing dunk there.
Nice little tea bag there. English breakfast, I think that was.
Love a good tea bag.
And the Ghost Popperson. Ghost Popper of Doomerson, I think, was how he got described in our notes. 14-point lead. 40 seconds to go. That'll do it.
Yeah,
that will do this one.
Not much.
Let's see if we get any cheeky play going on here. Or whether they just run the clock out and be good blokes. So we see here Dennis leading the way, 24 points for him. Big performance from Dennis. Do you think the difference could be letting Dennis take that open green 3 at the end of game 3?
I do.
Can you imagine? You let the bloke get his eye in. I tell you what, it's like in cricket, you drop one, you drop a bloke on 15 and he goes on to score 170. It's a bit of Glenn Maxwell about this, isn't there?
There's heaps, isn't there? But, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Dennis with 24 and 4, Ghost Popperson with 7 and 15, RP from MKD with 12. Some of the greatest words in sports history. Game 5.
We love it.
It's not game 7, but game 5. That's what it's like for us. So what we'll do now is we'll have a quick break. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. Game 5 coming up shortly.
Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Garnett comes out on LeBron. Now they switch it. Here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. And then perhaps move it. And so that now has entered the fray. Whoa!
Oh,
wow!
Hey! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on.
Cousins. Paul had a stand. Look out, Paul! If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Never hit anything. Shot clock doesn't reset. Look at Kai Jones. What's this going to be? Wow! Are you kidding me? Hum diddly dee!
one for the lead.
Warriors to get this shot off.
Iguodala, here it comes. He got it. The Warriors have won on a game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, PG! Oh
That
my
is
goodness!
the one. Look at this.
Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown, and the Knicks take the lead. Hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You're shooting a basketball, 4 shooters are really for anyone, so you kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly!
Now down to 5 seconds. He's got to go to work. Sizing up Anderson. Long three. The bottom! Kyrie Irving! I cannot believe you've done it again!
Thunder is out of timeouts. Adams gives it back to Russ. Deep shot. Get it! What a perfect ending to a historic day! Golden State clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry looking. Reeves on him. Curry fakes, now drives. Curry gets inside. Scoop layup. It's good.
You got to make sure you put the kids to bed. And Steph Curry says, everybody out of my way. Allow me to have this dance. Doesn't settle at the three-point line. Gets to his spot and as good as a finisher.
Hard one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
Tonight, Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Ball against Westbrook. Screen from Jordan. They're not calling anything. They're really letting them play. It's a physical game. Oh, me, oh, my. A monster jam by Blake Griffin.
Good defense. Lead pass. Stop it!
Game 5.
5. Let's get it on.
Huge.
Hey,
Hey, this is exactly what we asked for, isn't it, at the start tonight? Hopefully it goes to game 5, and we're here. We're here for game 5, the decider.
who needs sleep before work? Hey, mate.
Fuck, mate. I might even just chuck a sickie tomorrow.
I wish I could, but no, that's all right.
Too good of a bloke.
For those of you that have tuned in, thank you for working through our technical difficulties. I think we're starting to work our way back to normality. So if you want to jump on, have a bit of a look, pass the word around, that'd be great. Thank you. But from Nathan and I, thanks for jumping on, commenting, tweeting, sharing our stuff. We appreciate it. At the end of the day, we're doing this on behalf of the 2K community and just want to, promote those guys within our server to the world. So thank you.
For sure. It's been awesome. I've enjoyed it regardless. It's been good to watch the guys and have a chat about it, and hopefully the stream improves in future seasons as well. Probably from an internet/computer capability standpoint, we'll definitely bring you a cleaner stream next time, and we've got a bit of feedback on how we can improve that. So make that happen. But for now, we've got a game on our hands about to start in the next couple of minutes here. We talked about the fact that Dennis plays such a big role in this team. Now, I think RP is the man. If Ruthless are going to win this, I think RP needs to be the one to step up.
Yep, I think so. I think after that last game, Dennis haven't stepped up. We spoke about it. I think they're going to concentrate more on trying to stop Dennis. RP's got to step up. And on top of that, I think Faraj needs to keep that rolling, because as soon as he started rolling more, things started to open up a lot more.
And also, like, let's talk EXE for a second. You know, we talked about Dollar all night, and I think they're going to be very focused on what Dollar's doing. But if Cheng can shoot the ball the way that he did last game, this is their game to lose. You know, they've got the form.
Right.
And to be fair, Dollar's done most of the scoring in this matchup. So if Cheng can get 20 on the board, it's their game.
Yep. So for me, the two big talking points here, if Exe are going to win it, I think Lachlan needs to step up and limit Farage's impact on the boards. For Ruthless to win it, RP needs to step up.
Heard it here first. Big matchup, game 5. For those of you just tuning in, where you been? But more importantly, you've got a absolute cracker of a game on our hands here. Let's hope the stream holds up. We've been going for 3 hours and 5 minutes so far. It's been a cracker. We've enjoyed ourselves, but there's a bit going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Got the wrap here for Cheng, and he finds that's an incredibly good shot to get started.
Yeah, 3. Found the pocket nicely. Just found enough space to be open. That's an incredible start. You brought it up, Jay Cheng, to do a little bit more. He started off really well.
And nice little behind the back for Dennis.
Yeah.
Matty stays in front of him the whole way, gets around the screen.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And again, we see Cheng bringing the ball up here. You know, he does a really good job of protecting the ball against the locks. We notice he's got his finger on the L2 very early on in the set. We've got a back door for Matty, doesn't come through. Torby with the pass. Dollar with the business.
Yeah, I think Farage will be disappointed with that. Late shot clock. Didn't jump, tried to reach from the other side of the basket. Dollar used the ring in order to protect himself. Open shot inside. A nice early 5-point lead.
I think Dennis might be a little bit upset with that set as well, but doesn't matter.
It's one from 63% contest. RP goes bang. 4-point play.
That you don't even need to talk about that.
Nope.
63%.
That probably gave me a
very
little bit
nice.
Of a chub. That was nice. So we go back the other way.
Gideon does a good job staying in front of the ball here.
Yeah, doesn't he? Yep.
Dollar again with the ball.
I think, wow.
Oh.
That was good too from Dollar, was it? Just a nice open 3. Gideon went the reach, didn't get a contest on the ball. Lights out.
I truly think, and again, we called it at the start of the stream, so these shooting guards are going to play their role. Dollar's going to play such a big role. And again, the O board for Farage, you just can't secure that one. You get the old animation with minimal ball handle, don't you, where you trip over your own untied shoelaces.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you'd love that one, Big Horse.
Hate it. And a 14% contested layup. Exe out to a quick 6-point lead. We saw this last game. It'd be interesting to see whether Exe can hold this lead into quarter time. Matty with a reach. Dennis loses him a little bit. He's done well to recover here.
And good little hedging there from Ryland, but he just drops at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's good patience there by Dennis. They're making Dennis shoot the ball a lot more, aren't they? They're sort of giving up on or trying to stop Dennis inside. That's a nice steal from Gideon as well. But they're almost
RP with the ball now.
Yeah, they want Dennis to shoot the ball more.
And that's a nice take.
Yeah. Didn't get baited, took the ball up nicely. 1-point game. Dollar with the ball, bringing the ball up. Back to Jay Cheng. You're right. He has done a really good job protecting the ball, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. Probably got an open layup there. Cheng looking for his shot now, which is great because that's exactly what we wanted to see from him. Dollar, we got the pick and roll here. Farage stuck really at the top of the key.
Yeah, really nice. Greens from Matty. That's chicken. He's been really good from there tonight, hasn't he?
He's been fantastic, hasn't he? Yeah, must have the lethal hot zone over there in that right corner, sorry. Nice little roll there. We said we wanted to see more of that from Farage, and he's obviously, he must be listening.
He's
or maybe
listening.
He's just a good player.
I'm going to pick that he's a good player and he's not listening to the Big Horse. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's really nice from Jay Cheng there. that change in momentum or the change in speed just gave the defense, second thoughts as to what they were going to do. Open lane for Lachlan there. Happy days. First foul for Matty. Still a minute to go. So he's left his run a little bit late to pick up his first foul.
He's going to have to work real hard to get his second foul in the next minute, which I have the ultimate confidence that he could do, and it's great baseline defense there.
Yeah, Ryland there with a nice block. Really good cover.
Ball back up to Torby. Reset at the top for Jay Cheng. Again, is he going to find his shot? Nice little quick roll there. Well done. EXE with a 6-point lead.
There's a lot of movement there going on offense. That's good.
I'm very interested to see how Farage plays this. And you see the roll again. Well done. Good patience from Farage.
Yep.
Makes it a 4-point game.
Yep. Got himself inside. Waited for the defender to jump. And then he's chicken after that. So what do we got? Yeah, I reckon they're probably going to play the shot clock out here, Nath.
18 seconds. I don't know. They're playing a pretty fast pace. Let's just see how this rolls because...
Oh, no. They took the open shot. Smart.
Yeah. Mate, if the points are there, you take them.
Yeah, absolutely. Six points of difference, 8 seconds to go.
7 seconds left on the shot clock here for Dennis. Is he going to look for his own shot? Are they going to try and dot the corner? Nothing's on. Gideon can't drop it.
Yeah, Farage did pop to the hash, but a bit of a risky pass with Ryland playing the lane there. So they've done well.
Very well. Full court press here. We see 3 of Exe's players up here in the front court. Dollar bringing the ball up.
That was really good.
Dennis bringing the ball up.
Yeah, he was getting sucked into that steal animation and got rid of the ball before he could lose the ball.
The fade isn't on. Wide open though.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit deep though for a fade.
Yeah.
Backdoor from Matty there. He gets the ball back with the 1-2. He's stuck in the corner here. We see Torby again at the top, resetting. Dollar with the ball.
Oh, 5% covered. Definitely didn't look covered, did it? Is that clear path? No.
It's a bit of mate, the ghosts are out in full force in the ANZPL in this matchup, I'll tell you that much. He's getting around these screens incredibly well, isn't he, Matty? Nice little roll there from Farage. I'll tell you what, that back scratcher animation might hurt him, though, in the future.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, but sometimes you can't help it. You know, you get your... I'm not sure which dunk package it's a part of, but yeah, I don't know how to get rid of it. Good recovery by Gideon there. Joe Cheng did really well to get himself open there, but yeah, that was nice. And then the fast break, Gideon on the other end. I don't know how many times he's done that tonight, but he's probably got 10 to 14 points just from that fast break sort of standing dunk animation, hasn't he?
That's the advantage of playing top D, isn't it? Like you're playing up the top, you're guarding the ball, you're out first on the break, so you've got to at least have good finishing on your lockdown defenders this year on your builds.
Yeah, a couple of nice comments in the chat. Thank you, gentlemen, saying that the commentary's been great. Again, first time for us to be at this. We're only going to get better for this, boys. And again, we just want to promote the community and do the best we can. As Dollar goes bang again, another 3, Exe up 5.
JP, the multi-streaming, not necessarily. I think it's more so just because we're screen sharing an existing stream. It probably the double streaming doesn't help. We can multi-stream to Twitch, We're also streaming to Facebook right now. Doesn't necessarily slow it down. So it's not that. But getting back to the more important things, 22-17 to EXE at the moment. Little pick and roll here doesn't pay off. Good defense there in the pick and roll. Dollar's got the ball
really
there.
Well to pick that up.
And Matty finishes the grenade on the backdoor cut.
And RP did well to stop that animation from sucking him out of bounds too. So 7 points up. I tell you what, Exe, they're playing well. Ruthless wouldn't want to let this blow out to double digits. Otherwise, it'll be very hard to come back.
Yep, absolutely.
Wrap there by MK.
Dennis resetting. And there, he got around the screen pretty well. He's got where he wants to be.
4 seconds
Matty's
left.
on the sharp at the moment. So let's see how Dennis plays this one. Doesn't get the shot he's looking for, but he gets the board there for Raj. Ball's back with RP now. And we get a timeout.
That was smart. They were
Very good time.
brought him out of bounds. Yeah.
Out from Ruthless.
Again, we see there Dollar with 12 points, 5 or 6 from the field. For me, he's the MVP so far.
By a country mile for me. 100%. Ball's back with RP again. Is he going to finish? No, he drops out to the... doesn't go. Doesn't go. Probably could have taken that one.
Yeah.
Good team ball, though. Good little dot there from Matty. Back in the paint. They'll probably reset this one at the top again. They've done that all night, haven't they? Torby's done a really good job in the mid-range there of setting up, and then obviously with the roll there, he frees up Matty in the corner, and Matty goes bang. Green from the mid-range takes it. 9-point lead.
Look at that. The difference there is that Exe have only missed 2 shots so far this game. Whether that continues on or not, it's yet to be seen, but consistency is key.
Clinical, isn't it? Absolutely clinical so far. Gets the ball off. And they got bumped into the backcourt there, Dennis.
They're doing the little things well.
Farage needs to get himself into the game here, I think, if these guys are going to come back.
Yeah, 3 seconds. So
we see
got a throw grenade here.
He's trying to get the box out. He's trying to get the position on the shot. And he gets it. But there's a shot clock animation. Can't find the rim.
Really good defense by Exe again. Ryland and Matty in that pick and roll, making it really hard for them to get anything open.
It's been back and forth all series, hasn't it? 5 games of absolute quality. We've been treated tonight.
Yeah.
Dollar's broken the ankles there, and he could have had the mid-range there if he wanted it. Probably already stepped into the animation there, and we see that Torby has been fouled in the paint. Good foul.
Very
by
good
Ruthless.
foul. Yeah. Yeah, otherwise that was an open lane there, so very nice. And sitting too far off a bloke.
Very
uptake. Wow, the bloke's been chicken all night. Don't give the man any space. Wow. That's Dollar again for 3. And the lead is 12. This is danger times for Ruthless here.
40 seconds here. They need to get back into this game here.
That's a good contest by Lachlan.
Good defense.
Really, really good by Ryland to get that swim animation around Farage as well. Yeah, good timeout by Exe. Almost an 8-second violation.
Mate, I tell you what, we've been going for 3 hours and 15 minutes, but it's felt like about 45 minutes.
It's been on the whole time, hasn't it?
Cracker series, absolutely. It's been awesome to watch. And hey, to be fair, if EXE can finish this off, they've deserved it.
100%.
We see there the stop middle on the sharp seems to be a very popular play. Dollar for the 3.
Wow.
Does not miss.
Wow.
Give this man the finals MVP trophy.
Wow. That man is ridiculously good. He is cooking.
Another good time out there. The animation probably taking Farage out of bounds there.
So we got a 15-point margin, 7.9 seconds left. Ruthless have to score here to have any sort of momentum going into quarter number 3.
15-point lead here from EXE. Ruthless
4 seconds.
They've got the ball
Steal
in their hands,
animation.
and Matty has another steal.
And Dollar again.
Dollar.
Oh, and
Can't
it was wide
ice it.
open too. But I tell you what, 18 points. My goodness. On 78%, he has been the difference tonight.
Let me tell you this. If Ruthless can come back from 15 points down at the half, they deserve every little bit of what they're going to get.
Yep.
We've got a big...
They've got to
second
come
half
from
now,
15
EXE.
points down, and they've scored 17 and a half. This is going to be a big task.
So full credit to the defense here of EXE. Ryland, Matty playing a really big role here in that pick and roll D.
Yep.
Let's see if they can break it. Let's see if they can break this zone because they've done a fantastic job so far, EXE, of keeping Ruthless very quiet. Not getting the crab that he was looking for, Dennis. And the recovery from Matty has been outstanding all night, hasn't it? That pick dodger, obviously, pick dodger on Hoff is incredibly lethal. Good little low board there. and a take foul in the post. Actually, a really good foul from Ryland there to stop Farage from the putback.
I wouldn't mind betting that Farage has got that O board on 99 with the rebound chaser. That man is snagging boards, isn't he?
Sure is. And we see RP here. And we also see another shot clock violation. Defense on point, isn't it? Defense wins games, as they say, Mick.
100%. 100%.
Fair few timeout based on animations lately in the last quarter or so.
Yeah. Ruthless really need to lock in here. And I'm going to go as far to say is in that just stop dollar.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Very simple game plan.
You've got to change something up here, Nate. So would you almost just go with play RP on the point and play your lock on dollar? Just to make someone else beat you?
Yeah, look, you probably would. I think Gideon probably needs to play on dollar and just see how they go. I think RP obviously is a good enough defender to be able to cover ball. So I think it might be worth switching something up. 13 points though, definitely not out of reach here. Still plenty of game to be played. We've got 8.5 minutes left on the clock here in this game. So they get a couple of stops and a couple of fast break scores or something like that. We're looking at less than 10. Big O board there, and it goes. 15 is the gap.
That was really good there. Good take. Even though he didn't score it, he knew he had someone inside. O boards for the green. 15 up.
Again, Matty doing a fantastic job to guess the animation. Farage with the O board, with the patience, just can't stick the dunk. We've seen that a few times tonight, haven't we? You just can't get that standing dunk, the stick dunk to go.
Yeah, that's right.
And we see a foul there, probably a frustration foul there from Gideon.
Yep.
Plenty of time left on the clock, though.
No, you're right. They're good enough to come back.
Cheng again, he's the key here, I think. If he can find his shot, he can ice this game. Nice little backdoor from Matty as well. Fantastic little backdoor. I must say, I saw on Ryland's Twitter, he put a little gif up of a Grim Reaper when the matchup came up, and that is a 10% contested little scoop layup there to take it to 19. They've doubled the score here of Ruthless in the third quarter.
Yeah,
this game is almost all but done.
Yep.
And another little steal.
Really good by
Dollar
Ryland.
with the ball.
Didn't do anything silly there. Just held the ball up.
Oh, 7%.
Dollar with the floater. My goodness.
No one can stop the bloke. No one can stop him. And drops a 3, brings it back to 19 points. Is it too far gone? We've got 7.5 minutes roughly on the clock here. Can they bring it back from 19, considering they've only scored 21 all game?
No.
They're going to have to get very blitzy, aren't they? And they're not going to be able to do that when Dollar's wide open on the hash.
No. They're behind 22 with 1:30 left in the third, and they've scored 21 points for the game so far. So they really need to they really need to get something going now. It's a tough ask, but who knows? Gideon a few steals, Dennis a few threes. Let's see if they can get it back to within, say, 15 by three-quarter time.
Nice little finish there in the corner.
Because we did see NWO come back from 13 down against the Clinic to win in the last quarter. So never say never.
20's a big ask.
20's a huge ask. They need a couple of stops here.
And then we see the pop middle. Green.
And bang.
Torby from the top. We haven't seen much of that from him this series, have we?
We haven't, no. Not very nice. That's probably the first 3 I've seen him hit, to be honest with you. He's chicken from mid-range, but that's the first time I've seen him hit a 3.
Now, as a small guard, I don't know how many times you played in a small guard, Mick, but The fades this year, they warned us that the fades would definitely be nerfed, and I feel like they have. You have to be wide open, and I think the timing has to be on point for you to be able to hit your fades this year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
And
never really played.
To be honest, I like it because fades were too easy in 2K23. You just put Trae Young fade on, and you'd hit 60% of your threes. It's just not realistic. So I like it this year.
For sure.
22-point lead here for EXE. Torby again from the top, just resetting, getting the ball back to his guard. Dollar to do the business. How's he going to play this one? He's probably going to have to jack one up on the shot clock. Board, and we're going to a fourth quarter, 22-point lead.
Is it party time?
It's absolutely party time. I'll tell you what, if Ruthless bring this back, it's an absolute miracle.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Whoever wins this one deserves it. You know, we haven't seen much luck involved. We've seen a lot of skill. And we've seen that the game plan of EXE to suffocate the offense and to really kind of keep Dennis quiet for Ruthless has played dividends this year, hasn't it? Or this season.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't get the lane there. Very unlucky. Matty open in the corner, but out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. It was out of bounds.
Alfie in the chat, actually running away with it.
Yeah, they almost need to run an 8-second offense here and just start jacking.
Yeah, you probably have to. Dennis needs to just shoot his shot and hope for the best here. The defense, though, is just elite from EXE. Like, yeah, even if you wanted to play 8-second offense, they just can't. So, full credit to him.
Yep. Thoroughly deserved.
Matty and Ryland have just led the way here in this. Nice shot from Dennis. He misses, though. Had the open opportunity there. Wide open shot.
He's missed,
needed to hit that.
Apart from game 4, he's probably struggled a little bit tonight.
And I'd say we're going to start to see some shots jacked up in the final quarter here.
Yeah, I think we will.
A few fades.
Yep. What's been your highlight so far tonight, Nath?
I feel like this format, the ANZPL format, has been very, very heavily reliant on point guards. The point guard has always had to come out and do the work. And we've seen this year in general, but especially in this series, the shooting guard has been the one that has won the series for the team. Now, we've seen teams, we've seen a lot of examples of shooting guards top scoring this year, haven't we? Bandito, I think, is a really good example of someone who's top scored more often than not. We've seen Martini Dimes for the clinic probably score the top score more often than not. We haven't seen Hamo heavily involved in the scoring. So, and we see Dollar here being very, very influential in this series. Somewhat, I'd probably say undisputed finals MVP.
Yeah, you're not going to pick many more. No, he's been brilliant.
And a few real outrageous shots. That one real deep from Dennis there. Probably a little too late. 16-point lead. I was to say where everybody's playing around a little bit here, but what a series. EXE pretty much clamping this one up.
Yep. Thoroughly deserved. They've been an awesome team all year. We've sung their praises. And look, they deserve to be here. They've sort of only really been together not that long, but the chemistry is as if they've been together a long time. So that's awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
Wayne Steele.
Jacking one up from 3. We're 2.5 minutes left. We'll see this one out. But, everyone wrote off EXE. Everyone wrote them off, including us. I'm very honest when it comes to the fact that I said 3-1 Ruthless and it's gone the other way, 3-2 to EXE by the looks of things. I don't want to kind of talk too early on, but, they've proved us wrong. The Grim Reaper's come out and done his thing in Ryland, and Dollar turned up. And I'd probably say the defense of Matty and Ryland in combination with the offense of Dollar have got this one for them.
100% team game. Even Lachlan inside on this one. He's done the job on Farage, limited his impact inside.
And I think we talked about how big of an influence Faraj was going to have on this team, and he's really been quite quiet. So I'd say that's probably a lot to do with the result here.
Yeah, he hasn't hit one outside three, or maybe one in junk time last game, but yeah, there's been really nothing from him. I'll tell you what though, if Ruthless hit a quick three here,
yeah, could do.
No.
Still got the O board. We're seeing some shots being jacked up and a take foul there. Actually, a really smart take foul. 13 points, minute 48 in the clock. I mean, look, we've seen wilder things. He's popped his sharp take, dropped one from real deep Faraj, just doesn't drop. Cheng doing the job there at the back court, just trying to keep the ball away from the locks there. They'll get one to the corner. They'll hold the ball.
That's just smart by Ryland. He had an open shot. Ruthless giving him that. He's just holding the ball, wait the clock out, regardless of what happens here.
Yeah, it doesn't drop either. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the flops in the back end of the minute and a half when you're behind. But anyway, that's the game. And takes it to 16 points.
And you imagine how chirpy Matty would be right now.
Oh, he'd be loving his life, wouldn't he? Full credit. He can chirp as much as he fucking wants. The man can do what he wants at the moment.
Yep.
Got himself a chip.
Yep.
And he's been a really big part of what they've done.
$6,000 to the winning team?
Absolutely. Good cash. Nothing to sniff at.
$6,000, and then was it $200 and heaps of gift vouchers to the finals MVP?
Yep.
It's not a bad day at work, just playing 2K, is it?
Yeah, we won't go announcing who it is, but it's pretty obvious, I think, who it's going to be. But
and Faraj has disconnected.
Yep, which is fine. Full credit to the guys there that we'll just change our little display here very quickly. Guys,
there we are.
That brings us to the end of the final series, best of 5 between Ruthless and EXE, and what a series it was. We saw, for the majority of the series, it go back and forth. We saw Ruthless go up 1-0, then we saw Exe bring it back 2-1. Then we saw Ruthless make it 2-2, and we thought, fuck, we're in here. And EXE ran away with it in Game 5 very convincingly by the end, didn't they?
Yeah, didn't they? Thoroughly deserved. They did play really, really well. Ruthless favourites coming in, Game 1, Exe with Game 2 and 3. Ruthless come back for Game 4, and then Exe just ran over the top of them. Not with pure offense, but it was all defense, wasn't it? 21 points up until the start of the last quarter. No one's ever going to win a game when defense is stifling you like that. So overall, thoroughly deserved, and congratulations, Exe, on winning the title.
Congratulations to those guys. Fantastic effort. And for everybody who is still on and still watching, we appreciate your support. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll make sure the stream is clearer and cleaner for next year. And good luck to all of the teams in the end of year tournament. So that starts on Sunday, the 19th of November. And obviously with some luck, ANZPL Season 9 details are going to be announced very soon. So to make sure to follow ANZPL 2K on Twitter if you don't, I'm sure you will do. But for those of you that are new to the channel, go and follow the ANZPL. Stay up to date with everything that's happening for Season 9. End of year tournament. We're very keen to watch that one. And mate, any final words? We've wrapped this one, a 3.5 hour stream. It's probably the longest stream I've ever done as a podcaster. It was good fun.
Definitely. Just on behalf of us, we'd like to thank the ANZPL management, the staff there that allow us to broadcast this to the viewers at home. We appreciate it. We like the fact that we can do this. We're having fun doing it. We love 2K, and hopefully we can bring this to you in seasons to come.
We sure will. That's the aim anyway. But guys, thanks for jumping on. As always, you've been listening to an Insight NBA 2K show. We will see you for potentially the end of season tournament, if not season 9. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Peace out.